How we doing tonight, people? We'll be starting in just a minute here on After Tonight. Get excited. I'm so excited for this show. It's going to be a lot of fun. BRB. Type it up a bit though, huh? Type it up.
Man, I'm tired of all these dumbasses always wasting my fucking time. Fucking changing plans on me, canceling it, not showing up. Like, what the fuck? If you're not gonna do something, don't say early. Like, what is you, stupid? Fucking dummy. What the fuck?
Yeah, they say everywhere you at, boy, I'm fucking on my bitch. I wanna do some shows, sell some roles, I'm in your city. I wanna buy some clothes, I need some more, yes, I'm the fitty. Stepping on your toes, like what are those, boy, they're so shitty. When I leave, yeah, you gon' miss me. Walking down the road, I got my bros and my chick with me. We been at the coast, I'm off of those eddies, I'm lifted. Yeah, I just make these flows, posted in notes, and I might clip it. Get my bag and zip it. Man, stop your bitch. I see Shorty making food, so I just fucked her in the kitchen. You gon' talk your shit and then get right up back to flinching. And I knew I was gon' body this shit, yeah, that is my mission. I make these plays again. Pussy, you just struggle just to pay your rent. You should call somebody up if you just really hate it then. FP, where you at? Stupid, I'm sparking, just give me 10. I pull up to you, pussy bitch, I might let us in. Shooter in the room, you might pop if we need a man. I swear to God, I do really got tricks, I don't need a plan. I walk in on my hoop, wanna hide from the team you can't.
Yikes. Play something else. What is this? Alarm in my building currently going off. Alarm going off. Let's see what happens on After Tonight, starting in just 30 seconds. After Tonight. Remember the name. Enough waiting. Cut it. I said, cut it.
You're tuned into After Tonight. Now here's your host, DJ Tommy Afters.
Oh my God. Welcome to After Tonight. My name is Thomas Q. Afters. I'm here. It's a new show. It's a brand new life. I mean, we're starting over from the beginning in America, and I'm going to be part of that change. I'm so happy to be here. And thank you for waiting it out for a week. I mean, we're going to have a huge program. I feel like my hair's a mess. But you waited a week, and it's all going to be worth it tonight. There's a lot of great stuff I got to talk to you about. I got to tell you about. And that my friend Mark is going to tell us about, too. I don't want to keep him waiting, but I do want this little music to finish playing first before I let him in. And I will submit some introductory comments. I missed you all. If you're here now, if you're watching later, I've missed you. I love you. And it's been hard being away because I've had so much to talk about. You know, I've really been in this mode where I want to be on this show right here After Tonight. I want to be a little nicer to the things I talk about, you know, to the people I talk to, the things I talk about. I want to be a little bit nicer, just a smidgen nicer. I think it would help the show. I think that's who I really am. You know, sometimes I feel too cruel on this show. So yeah, my goal is to be a little bit nicer in general, but that's going to be very hard tonight. Because I'm in a very hateful mood tonight. very hateful mood today. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am such a mean, nasty mood tonight. We're going to see what happens because, excuse me, my throat. I want to be nicer. I want to make things right, but everyone is pissing me off. So what is a guy like me to do? And welcome to the usual suspects. I don't even have to say names. And especially to this fella. He is the co-host of the show. Yeah, you might know him. His name is Mark. Mark, are you there? Mark. Welcome to Mark. On this show of shows, we're just waiting for him to talk to us. I'll be talking about Talk to It later, of course. As he loads up his camera. Mark, what's up, buddy?
Why are you so mean? Why'd you wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
Oh, yeah. Well, I came into today wanting to be nice. I wake up every day. I give glory to Joe Biden and all of those people that do it for us, but make the world spin. But people have been pissing me off on the roads today. The roads. It's really been pissing me off. People have been pissing me off at work. People have been pissing me off. Even co-hosts have been pissing me off. No, Mark, I'm kidding. You're in good. You're good. You're good with me right now. Don't worry.
Thank you.
No, but I was annoyed with you for a second. Whenever we texted, was that last night or whatever, 2 nights ago? I said, hey, I'm excited, whatever. I want to hear, because Mark had this thing where he said, I'm going to talk to this girl that I want to ask out. And then so I texted you, Mark. I said, hey, Mark, I really want to know what's happening with this girl, but I also want to, have it for the show. Right. And then you said, I don't know. I mean, you can review the text, but you said something like, hey, well, do you want to know now or save it for the show? I said, well, just give me the outline. What happened? And you said, I thought it was a very smart ass response. You said, well, the outline is the whole story. Yes.
Well, no. You wanted to know if it was a success or not. And I was like, well, that's the whole.
Yes.
If you know the end of the story, then what's the point? Why even listen to the story?
I know there's going to be funny details within the story that we can pick apart. But I was just excited to hear about your life. But nevertheless, we're saving it till now. But you know what? I'm going to also tease it. Don't even tell me now. Now we're going to have to wait.
Okay. Why? Did you want to do a big fanfare production, whether or not?
No, I didn't have any fanfare. I wanted it to be, we're being nicer. We're not going to build up all this pressure so that if you failed, you don't feel so bad.
Yeah, well, the pressure was already built. I mean, come on.
We did build it a lot. Yeah. So, well, we have to figure that out. I'm trying to be nicer. Cut me some slack. That's my thing. Like, you could be as big an asshole as you want. And you say, I'm trying to be nicer. Who can, what are you going to say to that? I'm trying. Yeah. I'm working on myself. Yes. Sometimes with the doors locked. But now this is very interesting because I didn't want to make this political anymore. You know that, Mark. This is going to be a non-political show because we did it with the election. That was a lot of fun, but I didn't want to do that. But unfortunately, things have happened in the last 30 minutes, hour or so in the news, which really we can't ignore here. So I hate to talk about politics. I hate to do this, but I have to show this. Not something that's fun to start the show with, honestly. I don't. Where were we like this? I don't know. Not something I really want to show, but I guess that's like a public service. Like, if you guys haven't seen this yet in the news, you might want to see this. So here it is, straight from the president-elect's mouth about something we might all need to be aware of.
The people of India are going crazy that President Obama was constantly chewing gum. And then on top of that, he took it out of his mouth, put it back. You can't do it. It's disgusting.
Okay, thank you, President Trump, for that one. I think we just all needed to know that. Mark, I didn't know about all this with Obama and the gum, and
wow,
that's sad. I've watched a lot of Donald Trump. I've watched a lot of him on these old things. He's obsessed with germs and people touching food. They're touching their mouth. He's really obsessed with that, which I am too. So I'm with him there.
Yeah. I've actually been watching, it's just coming up on my YouTube feed, is like him having meetings with people, like
Yes.
actual other politicians. I'm actually watching that for the first time. Those are pretty entertaining. They get like almost a yelling match, and then he's like, "Well, we'll talk about it."
Yeah, he is some tough guy, man. And with negotiator, I wouldn't want to be talking about stuff with this show with him because I even the like he came into the whole and we're not I said I wasn't going to talk about politics, but I watched. I'm sure everyone saw him talking to Biden in the Oval Office or in the wherever they were having that meeting, and he brought the energy like all's good. I'm really happy. I love you, Joe. Like very nice energy, which was perfect for the thing. He knows how to grease the hands, and obviously Joe Biden loves him now. So it seems to me,
Right.
So they're besties.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love that. It's good for our country. Yeah, I wonder. Has anyone heard from Kamala in the past week and a half? I mean, she really has disappeared as we predicted here. I mean, she is off the map.
No, but I did meet a Jewish guy that actually goes to Soul Cycle.
Okay, was
His
it
name's
Doug?
Not Doug Emhoff.
Okay.
No, it was not Doug Emhoff, but it was funny. I met a Jewish guy that also goes to Soul Cycle.
Important question: straight or gay? Was he straight or gay?
Well, he's straight, but he was like, it's definitely the gayest place out there.
Oh wow! So we did get some
that's all I
inside
needed to
info.
know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there
Yeah,
we go.
well, he
There's
was like,
yeah.
he said there's a lot of hot women there, and then
Mhm.
somebody else asked the question, was like, well, why don't you flirt with them if you're one of the few guys there? It's like, no, it's assumed that any man there is gay.
Right.
So yeah,
I like that. Well, that's actually great knowledge. I didn't know much about Soul Cycle,
Yeah.
but that really does reveal something about Doug. And I wonder, but some guys I think would use that. Like Mark, you could use that to your nefarious advantage. Go to Soul Cycle, pretend to be a little zesty, but then, say, hey, oh my God, we should get coffee after this to a girl. Then you mack her, you take her, home, and there's that. So just the thought, in case this date didn't work, this meeting with this girl didn't work out, which we don't know yet. We are waiting on that for
Yeah.
later. Okay. Now I'm really gonna tease this. So, as I was saying, Kamala, I heard, was on vacation with Doug in Hawaii. They have Soul Cycle in Hawaii? Now you're telling that's a fact. I didn't know.
Yeah, they ride their bikes around the rim of a volcano.
Yeah, exactly. Now I need Luke and or Otis to call in tonight, by the way. I'm really, really wanting that because there was a certain roast of a certain comic we know that I'm fascinated by. I want to know what happened. I haven't heard. Did you hear any rumor? This is at a bar 13, which is an open mic I used to go to. Mark, you used to go to when you lived here.
Right.
I was wondering what happened with that. I mean, it was a huge local deal. I haven't heard anything. Did you hear anything, or should we just wait for Luke and or Otis?
I didn't hear anything. I actually didn't even really hear about the roast to begin with. I saw that the booker kept posting weird things of Rob Stant. Oh, was I not supposed to give that away?
No,
Shoot.
it's fine. Who cares?
Okay. Was posting weird things with the comic that was being roasted.
Yes.
And I was like, what is going on? And then I was like, oh, they're doing a birthday roast.
Right.
And then I saw him post it once it was over, and I wished him a happy birthday in the comments.
How nice. Well,
Yeah. But that's all I know.
Okay, so it was. Oh, that's why there was a roast. I was also wondering that.
Yeah, it
was
was
his
his birthday. 30th birthday.
30th B-Day. Okay, well, when I turn 20, we're going to have a big roast of me. I can't wait. We're going to have all my friends there. You, Luke, Italian Crapper. These are all Ted. I don't know who else. You need to unban me and let me call in. Okay, I'll get right on that. We need to have a talk. I like it this way, actually. But thank you. I haven't missed, in a way, though, I have missed getting back to this other, I wouldn't know if you knew anything about that, but I want to get, I don't want to get into politics on the show. I'm not going to talk about it, but I almost do miss the election cycle. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe, and I do kind of miss. I live in Pennsylvania, a very big swing state. So I'm almost missing the political ads, while I'm watching TV. I almost do. It's kind of weird. I didn't expect that, but I missed them so much, Mark, that I was, on Sunday, I was watching football with some buddies, and just to feel that energy again, they cut to commercial, and right before the other commercial started, I started by going, Kamala Harris watched an illegal immigrant rape a boy. Just to get that energy, just to get that feeling, Mark, back.
I get it, man.
Did you see the rape all the ones were raping young boys? That was every ad in political news cycle.
No, I don't have cable, but the ones here, it was the big race here was Ted Cruz versus the other guy. His name's All Red.
Right.
And I know the one for anti-All Red, it would start off with All Red supported military members transitioning. Your taxpayer money's going to transitions. Right. That was the big one.
Now, are you in favor of that? Military members transitioning?
No raping.
No raping.
No. I don't know. It depends on the scenario, I guess.
I think if you're transitioning from if you're in the army, you're transitioning from a man to a woman, so that you can infiltrate the enemy side as a hot woman and get their secrets, then it's fine.
Okay. I was thinking more the opposite. You're going from girl to boy. I mean, Milan was one of the best warriors of all time.
Wait, that's true.
Man, so.
Wait, that's a great point.
And if we want to beat China, we got to start thinking about things like that.
She's the man with Amanda Bynes. She became a great soccer player as a boy.
Right.
That's a great point. Going out to my area, they show the politicians looking disgusting. Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to edit the pictures of politicians. That's because you can't because if I was running, I'd be doing all sorts of nasty stuff to my opponent. I'd be adding boils, sores. I'd be accusing them of having leprosy. Anything could turn the people off. But I don't think you're allowed to. You're allowed to highlight what looks bad, like some of the anti-Trump ads where they show Trump with his head down and the neck, and you're like, oh my God, this guy is a monster. It worked. But some of them aren't like that. So I'm pro transitioning, and I think they should do something where, there was a whole thing about if you're an illegal immigrant in prison for a violent crime, Kamala Harris was going to have taxpayer-funded sex changes for them. Remember that, Mark? That was a big one.
Right.
I think that let's just do that mandatory sex changes for illegal immigrant murderers. Flip their genders. Maybe they'll flip their ways. Become
raping people now. You don't have a penis.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. That's a great. See, why did we not think of this before the election to help out Kamala? God damn
I don't
it.
know.
We could have helped her a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's roughing it out in Hawaii right now with her $1 billion she made. Oh my God. So yeah, mandatory sex changes for illegal immigrants. That is my platform. So yeah, that's that. I don't know. And I've been trying to keep up with these comedy podcasts for you guys, so to present you guys with some fun stuff. And I do have funny stuff to present. But I've been tired of watching these things, man. Tired. Maybe it's the election that did it to me, but now it's tiring.
Which ones are exhausting you?
Kill Tony's exhausting me.
Yes.
We will actually do that now because I think maybe a couple of people want to see what's going on with that. But because there's only one thing I wanted to show, which is the beginning. But
yeah.
Kill Tony is really exhausting me right now. Maybe it'll get better when Tony is free of worry that Puerto Ricans are going to kill him, next week. Because if you don't know, the one they recorded this week, I got to adjust these cameras. I don't like where either of us are on this page here. Nope. There we go. That doesn't work for me. This is when last week we were pretending to be Hawk Tua, Mark. And I moved all the things. And now that's a little better. Hey, Oh, I can watch After Tonight? Oh, sweet. Recommended. Okay, good. So
live right now.
I love that show. So this is the newest Kill Tony. Yeah, I think that's what people don't want to watch it, but they want to know what's going on if anything interesting happened. I think that's very fair. And here's Kill Tony, and he had this guy on, and we're going to show his intro here on the left. He had Tyler Fisher, who I guess was on a few months ago, and no one liked, from what I heard. I mean, that's what I heard. Now, Tyler Fisher's kind of big thing is two things that I found out from this show. He is a Trump comic. He is pro-Trump, and he did it before. He did it before Tony even did it. He's been pro-Trump for almost, 8 months maybe, a long time. And he is short. He is extremely short. He is, I don't know how tall, I don't remember, but he's the first person, though. He's one of those short guys. He's one of those short guys who has to make it clear, has to be the first one to make a short joke about himself, to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch the whole thing, he has to make the first joke always. He's always trying too hard for the joke, which made this episode for me kind of watchable. It was very dead the whole episode.
Yes.
I didn't even get through the whole thing, but him always attempting to make a joke made me kind of laugh. There's a very funny. I have the timestamp if you want
please.
it. But after we get through this,
we'll play that. I want to know because he is the first guy to talk. He's always up with his own being short jokes, and it's not honestly I've made fun of people being short. I'm sure I've been made fun of for being short. I get short jokes, but here's the thing: I'm very tall, but I used to be short. But lifts, they're called lifts. Everybody, Robert Downey Jr. taught me 5 to 6 inch lifts at all times, even in bed, or else she'll find out. Now, here's the thing: short jokes are fine. When the guy who's short starts with the short jokes, he kind of ruins the short jokes for everybody, including himself. They're not even funny when a short guy says a short joke about himself. Like when a fat guy does a fat joke about himself. Sometimes that works. Now, sometimes that does work. Short is different than fat.
It's also different. It's also different when it's you're not doing stand up.
Yes.
If you're having a podcast like this where you're just talking, it's very different than you're doing it in your act and you're the only one up there because you're the only one that can make jokes.
Right, and you can acknowledge that you can acknowledge your physical attributes when you're on stage. That's okay. But I agree, Mark. When you're having a conversation with someone, it's almost like, oh, so you got to make. Why are you obsessed with doing stuff about your height or your weight? It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
I should be the one mocking you. What's going on here? The tables have. That's what he's trying to do, flip those tables. But it doesn't really work. It makes things uncomfortable, at least to me. I don't really vibe with that at all. So let's watch Tony's entrance, because I think you said something about how he looked dead inside here on this intro. I thought this was pretty funny. Tony.
A new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony. Let's go.
Let's just watch. Just for fun. He does his standard trademark move. It doesn't look too. He doesn't look too excited for the show. And now this is again one day before the election. I wonder if there were nerves about how it would turn out. I mean, Tony's kind of his future, at least on the right wing, was a little in jeopardy here with how this election turned out. So he looks. I didn't notice how nervous he was, but. He certainly is not getting the A-list celebrities and comics that he used to here. The last 2 weeks have been James McCann, the regular Ari Matty, Ian Bagg, who just a regular, club comic, no one knows, and Tyler Fisher for the second time after no one liked him the first time. So it seems like the guests have taken a hit, Mark, here.
Well, the other thing is this Ian Bagg guy. I never heard of him until I moved here, and the only reason I heard of him was because he headlined Mothership. Like he's headlined here multiple times since I've been living here. So multiple times within the year, which is kind of rare.
Right.
And I always thought like, oh, he's going to be a guest on Kill Tony. Then he was never, because typically the headliner that weekend is the guest.
Right. Oh, okay.
They stay on Monday.
We're safe
to
for
be the
Monday,
guest of Kill
right?
Tony.
Right.
Yeah. So it took him forever to finally be a panelist on Kill Tony, but it took pretty much another cancellation of Tony for him to be
Right.
on.
Yeah, I've
And
heard
then-
of Ian. Go ahead.
No, and the Tyler Fisher, I think he lives here. Like he's here during
Yes.
the week.
He seems
Yeah.
like that would be the case. Yeah, Ian Bagg. I've heard of Ian Bagg for a long, but he's been around. I mean, he's old, as you can tell. He's been around forever. I mean, I've just heard of him in passing. I think he was on Last Comic Standing years and years, even after he was already a club comic. He was already on. He was on Last Comic Standing 10 years ago. So he's been around forever. Trying to get some shine here, and yeah. So Tony has him on finally. Maybe a diss on Tony there for not having him on early. Okay. But I didn't really watch this whole thing. I did not absorb how everyone did, except for I don't like Tyler Fisher. I mean, wait, I'm trying to be nicer. I have no opinion about Tyler Fisher. Okay, here we go.
Is the return of a great guest and the debut of another great guest.
You got to watch this intro. Why Tyler Fisher makes some people sick.
These are two guests that I can't believe we're lucky enough to have on this same episode. We're about to have so much goddamn fun as I introduce to you.
What?
So lucky to have on the same episode. There's
So
been no
lucky.
emotion.
It's gonna be the funniest fucking night of my life.
Two of the best. It's Ian Bagg and Tyler Fisher.
Okay. So Tyler Fisher is the short one. Okay. And watch what he does. He's got a lot of crap in his hand. Watch what he does. Throwing his merch into the audience. I think that is on the world's biggest podcast, on the world's biggest live show in the entire universe, besides India's Got Latent, which we will watch later. Doing that, throwing your cheap ass merch into the audience, that's like an amateur move. That's not a very classy move. You know?
Yeah, I've never seen somebody do that on Kill Tony ever. And now that you stilled, I didn't realize. I want to see what Tony says to Red Band there. He looks.
Yeah, is he asking about what is
concerned
he
about
doing?
something.
If he were hat, what does he have hats? Yeah, I mean, I thought it'd be maybe these were MAGA hats or funny hats about Puerto Rico or something. No, they're just his. Well, wait till you see what the hat says that I'm supposed to wear and walk around with. That's what.
I need it.
Oh, actually, this was they only brought out one chair.
Yeah, that.
Fuck yeah. Well, we got another.
There's
chair
Tyler
coming.
Fisher throwing
Oh,
crap.
We got-
I was so hoping one person just threw it right back at him. Throw that hat back. Whip it back
This
at him.
back
a
in
second.
midget.
Get kicked out. Seriously, I don't care. I'd throw it back.
chair.
Cheap ass hat.
Wave to the people. You threw your shit out already? It was so fast.
I guess he told Tony, I'm going to throw this out. And Tony doesn't have the guts to be like, well, I don't know. That seems kind of lame to throw. Why don't you hand him out at the end or something? No, I got to toss him out at the very beginning.
There's a chair. Throw that.
Yeah.
Fuck
Also,
yeah,
they
one more
come
time
out
for-
when they announce the guests. It's
Yeah.
not a loud pop as normal. Like if it's a bigger
Yes.
guest, that typically gets a loud pop. So I think he was bringing the merch up like, oh, this will add to the pop because people are like, oh yeah, free hat. I'll take a free hat.
Free
you know?
hat. Free hat. Yeah, people go. I mean, and there are people, they're probably
Giveaway.
drunk. They're in this audience that fall for that. That are like, oh my God, I just got a hat. This is the greatest night of my life.
Right.
And then they wake up the next morning and they're like, what the hell am I going to do with this Ty the fish hat? I'm going to burn it for fuel. The rumor about Cam and Tony. I still don't know what that is.
For Ian Bagg and Tyler Fisher. They're on tour, ianbagg.com.
Okay, so yeah, that's important to see his hat here. And he even says it, but it says established 1987. I guess how old Tyler Fisher is. He was born Ty the Fish. And I don't know what it says on the bottom, but it's literally just an ad for his Instagram. That's all that hat is. Like, even if I like Ty the Fish, even if I like Tyler Fisher, would I ever wear this ugly ass hat that just says his at? You know?
Maybe if you're a big enough Ty the Fish fan.
But does anyone have a hat that says at Dave Chappelle on Instagram? Like, no, you wear like the logo or there's something cool that he sells, but no one wears hat, you know. It doesn't, it says Make America Great Again, not at the real Donald Trump. So you can follow him. I mean, come up with something.
TylerFisher.com. We're going to have a lot of fun.
He does talk about his hat too and his whole thing, which is what I find so fascinating about this guy.
Welcome.
I apologize, I didn't bring merch.
Tyler, what the fuck did you just throw out to the crowd there?
All small.
Some hats. I'm shadow banned on the internet. You're not even shadow banned for your shit, so you got to spell it out. You got to write it all out now, or you're not gonna find me.
This to me was so cheap. Really, dude? You should have put TylerFisher.com at Ty the Fish. All socials. Dude, I'm sorry, you're on a show where 2 million people are going to watch this. If they like you, they'll look you up. You know, what is this doing? That bugged the hell out of me.
The self-promotion right at the beginning was rough.
Right at the beginning, too. And, like, that's not how it's done. Tony doesn't do it like that. I'm defending Tony here. He should have said, no, I'm not going to have this happen. And, yeah, here's the other thing. Why is he shadow banned? And hello to Otis in the YouTube chat. Welcome, Otis. Please eject Mark. You don't want... Okay, we'll think about it. But thank you. Now...
All right, Otis.
Now, here's the thing about shadow banning that I really want to get into. This is a pretend shadow ban by Tyler the Fish. Tyler the Fisher is not shadow banned. I would put my life savings on it, okay? Just because you're pro-Trump, and by the way, so you're pro-Trump and you're shadow banned on Twitter? That's where everything I see about Trump is positive on Twitter. So there's no way you're shadow banned on Twitter. And as for the rest of it, I just don't believe in this shadow banning nonsense, okay? So why he's shadow banned, quote unquote, is because people aren't clicking on his stuff. People aren't liking his stuff. So he believes, based on the number of followers he has or whatever, he's shadow banned. I don't believe that for 1 second. You know, really, I'm going to tell you what I really believe is unless your name is Donald Trump or Alex Jones, you are not being shadow banned on the internet, basically. Okay, they don't have a secret. There's not a meeting where they go, we gotta slightly downgrade the amount of interactions Tyler Fisher gets. I'm a little worried about his reach. I mean, that's not... Big tech does not care. They don't care who gets... All they care about is clicks, man. Unless you're Alex Jones or Donald Trump, they don't demote you in the ranking.
Unless he's saying slurs on his posts.
Wait, but if then he's doing it to himself, you know? Then he's like, I'm getting shadow banned because I'm making Preds do the Hail Hitler salute. That's why I'm getting shadow banned. It's like, no, you're getting shadow banned because you're insane. You're breaking all the rules. So I don't understand this whole... I'm going to tell you, like, basically, if you're not getting people clicking on your stuff, wherever you post it, there's two reasons. Either people don't like you, or they're not interested in the content, or you just got unlucky and the algorithm is not promoting it. Those are really the only two reasons. No one's actually being shadow banned out there. There's not a group working on who are the conservative comedians. By the way, conservative comedians are more popular than ever. All these socials want them on there. So it's crazy to me. So that's such a cope from Ty the Fish. And now I will have to follow him just to leave. Wait, I'm going to be nice. A nice comment on Tyler the Fisher's post. Nice. Yeah, Dark MAGA shadow banned, exactly. He's not being sarcastic here at all. I know you want to hope the best. Like if I said I'm shadow banned, I'm being sarcastic, I'm joking. But if he's being shadow banned, he really thinks, and he even says like, you're not even shadow banned. Why isn't Kill Tony shadow banned? No. See? That even proves it. Kill Tony, who called all Puerto Ricans garbage, who says the F slur, who talks about all these racist things and all these horrible things. He's not shadow ban. He's doing better than ever. Just saying.
I love it. You got it. All socials at Ty the Fish.
Yeah.
Fisch.
I'm still wearing Jordan Peterson's gay shirt from last time, by the way. So
I love it. Well, welcome back.
No one knows what you're talking about.
Call back.
Stuff
Yeah,
from 3
call back
months
to
ago.
an old episode that no one,
No one remembers. I mean, Tony got shouted out by the President of the United States last week. No one remembers the old episode with, what's his face? The psychiatrist from hell. Whatever that guy's name is. Okay. Enough. That was pretty much all that. Poor Heath Cortez. I'm not even going to show that. He was just a little, he doesn't seem all there. So, the little kid, remember him. I'm not going to show that. Watch it on your own. What, Mark, did you have a time we can watch?
Yeah, there's one. It's just a quick watch. You don't need any really
perfect
backstory. It's just him trying to make a joke, trying too hard to make a joke, and it
Perfect.
backfires on him. And you can go to an hour and 16 minutes on the dot.
All right, I love this. This is great with Cam Patterson. Okay, let's watch. It's as close as I can get it right now.
Wait.
I'm talking about. I got one blood brother.
that's your know of, yeah.
I got.
Now watch him.
That's an ashtray.
I got one blood.
Wait. Well, what was that?
Wait, did you miss that?
Did he just pretend he was doing the like talking to a banana phone trick?
Yeah, it's an ashtray.
What is the bit? There's no context for this? Why was he talking to an ashtray? Just to be goofy?
I think he was going to try to do a bit where he's talking into the phone about, like, they're talking about, Cam's brothers that he doesn't know or whatever. But he's going to do this bit where he's going to talk into a phone, and I don't think he realizes it's an ashtray, and then he gets ash all over himself.
Oh, he got it on himself. That's okay. Wait, it's
Well,
hard to.
I don't know if he got it on himself, but he's using an ashtray. It can't be clean.
That's gross to put the ashes. Yeah,
I got one blood brother.
That's your know of, yeah.
I got.
that doesn't even make sense either.
That's an ashtray.
I got one blood. I got a lot of brothers off.
Very strange behavior by him. I don't understand that at all. I hope he did get some ash.
Yeah, I wish it was more visible, but
Fuck
it
with
would
me,
have
you know
been
what I'm saying?
a
Like
funnier
niggas I know from the streets and shit, but
thing,
like I got one blood
Yeah.
brother.
Okay.
Gang shit.
Gang
Yeah, I
shit.
love him.
Indeed.
He the best, man.
He's just been doing his Kamala impression this whole time, man.
Shit.
I heard him also do something like they were talking about someone else creepy, and he was like, "This guy's Tim Walz." So he's really into like bashing the liberals, loving the conservatives. Tyler Fisher, everybody. I can't stand the guy, but no more negative comments.
I missed that, but yeah, it's uncool to be conservative now. You got to go full lib.
Yeah, we're going liberal
full
this
lib.
year on After Tonight 2025. We're going so liberal. We're just gonna be flip flopping whatever we see is coming 6 months from now. So this show is gonna be crazy. You can't even know what's gonna happen on this show.
Of course, we want military members to get transgender surgery. Of course,
what are
all
you?
of them should.
Hey, what are you, weird? You don't want that?
Yeah, what the
Basic
hell?
human rights, it's called, and
I
we're
thought this was America.
we're
I thought
hecking
this
here
was
for these
America.
basic human rights. And I'm also, I mean, honestly, I could be full communist in 3 months for this show. I could be full libertarian. It doesn't matter. I'm just not going to be whatever I'm seeing on this screen, whatever I was just watching here. I'm not going to be Tyler. I'm not, whatever Tyler the Fisher is against, I'm for. New rule. So there you go. There's Kill Tony, a little update. I had to tune out, honestly. I watched this really, this incredibly creepy guy.
I followed this guy once at an open mic.
Really? How'd he do?
Yeah. He was pretty much doing the same shtick where he was just complaining about all his legal issues and stuff.
His life.
And this was
problems.
this is like an 8-minute mic, which is a long mic.
Oh God.
So he's going on and on and on. And then I went up after him. I was like, I have an unpaid parking ticket, and all of a sudden, I don't feel so bad.
That's funny. See, that's good. 'Cause That's funny because this guy was like, he had a list of complaints. I mean, literally, he brought a list of all his problems in life. And I'm sorry, this guy says, I'm living in a car, not even a van. He said a car with his cameraman, who's some other crazy human being, and his son, who was 10 years old, 11 years old.
11, which
And
11 is like, 11 you realize is like, oh, my
dad's
parents a deadbeat, or
my dad's a
an
deadbeat. My
F-up.
mom, I guess, ran away with a little person. I mean, it sounds like the worst life of all time for this kid. And I wanted, by the way, I'm sorry. I should never sleep in the same room. Not even a car. I should never sleep in the same room with my dad's cameraman. I'm so glad my dad didn't do that to me growing up. Here, son, you're going to have to share the pillow with the cameraman tonight. There should be no cameraman in your son's life. Okay, I don't know what this cameraman is up to or what he's filming on, but this guy is insane. You got to watch this for yourself. But he lives in a car in Austin with his son and a cameraman. And no one was like, hey, should we? If I was Tony, I'd be like, that's not the right place for a son to live, right? In the car.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a place the son can go, but please get him out of the car, the open mic car with the videographer.
Maybe I'll take him in for the holidays.
Yeah, you have a couch. Take him in, Mark. I mean, be a nice guy. Then this guy will have another complaint. It was like 50 complaints. There's another comic kidnapping my son, keeping him in his apartment. He won't let me see him. It's going to be awful. But yeah, I really felt like if I was Tony, I'd be like, no. We got to investigate this a little more because this cannot be legal or right. This is not ethical to keep your son in a car while you do open mics.
He's actually cleaned up well for this episode. Typically, he shows. The only time I've ever seen him, he's wearing like a tap out shirt and like a flat brim monster hat.
Oh my god,
that's typically his getup.
It's like homeless Sam Tripoli. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
That is scary stuff. So this guy really frightened me. And if I'd be like, I can't believe Tony wasn't more scared of this guy. I'd be really scared of this gentleman. He's obsessed with Kill Tony. He's given up his life to go on Kill Tony. And he's given up his son's life to go on Kill Tony. I mean, this guy's one dangerous guy. So get him away. And that made me kind of sad. And then I was skipping around. I didn't find anything else interesting, but not good. Not a good show. And I did tune out of this one. So sorry, guys. Hopefully something interesting happens. Oh, wait. Oh, he's pretending to be Tyler Fisher there. Okay. Got it. Funny show. And I'm more into this now. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been watching India's Got Latent. This is
I love Raghu Ram.
This is, I love Sid Warrier. And this is, Kill Tony can only get, Tony Hinchcliffe's only capable of getting Ian Bagg and Tyler Fisher. Meanwhile, India's Got Latent has Raghu Ram on here. And, I mean, that's a star.
And welcome to India's Got Latent, एक unnecessary reality show. इस शो का कोई भी पॉइंट नहीं है, just like life.
Could be the best show, could be the worst show.
Funny.
It's a pointless reality show, but it has a very interesting point system. इंडिया के कोने-कोने से लोग इस शो में अपना टैलेंट दिखाने के लिए आएंगे. उनके पास केवल
I don't understand how this language works, where they switch from English to their, I don't know. I want to call it Moon Man language, but they switched to some kind of language that is very interesting. You know what I mean? How would you know if you start speaking English and switched into Spanish or French? It would be very confusing for a guy like me, or a Mandarin. But they seem to do it effortlessly. I'm always interested about those Indians and their Hindi language.
90 सेकंड होंगे अपना टैलेंट दिखाने के लिए, लेकिन अपना टैलेंट दिखाने से पहले उन्हें खुद को 10 में से स्कोर देना होगा. टैलेंट दिखाने के बाद हमारे जजेस भी उनको स्कोर देंगे, और अगर जजेस का एवरेज स्कोर वही निकल
गया, and they tell you they have a nice presentation for the rules. I mean, this is a better Kill Tony.
जो पार्टिसिपेंट ने खुद को दिया था परफॉर्म करने से पहले, तो वो पार्टिसिपेंट शो जीत जाएगा, और उस दिन के शो के टिकट सेल्स का सारा पैसा.
Oh, and they get that. See, look at that, and they win ticket sales for the show. I mean, that's big time. Tony's too cheap to do that. This is amazing. Let's skip to just here. Oh, she's doing stand-up.
उन्हें all the best बोलना चाहिए. All the best आपकी फटने वाली है. Literally.
Bigger pop than anything I saw in Kill Tony this week. Bigger pop. All right. I'm laughing, honestly. They have a timer. I mean, this is beautiful.
वैसे Deepika Padukone also became a mother recently, right? Great. Now she knows what depression really looks like.
Oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Give her a golden ticket. I want her back. Give her the Golden Monkey Award.
You need Lakshmi on this show.
They do need
Lakshmi.
I know Lakshmi. Of course.
We love Lakshmi.
Get Lakshmi on here.
Crush on this.
Where is I mean I was promised Luke and Otis calling to tell me about one thing I wanted to hear about tonight. I wanted to know two things: what happened with Mark's girl, and this other thing with the comic being roasted. And I'm not getting what I'm paid. I asked. Here's what I said. I said I need Mark. You were in the text chain thread.
What? Yes.
I said I want all the information I can on the roast of this guy and any other news about them. And then Luke texted his upcoming dates. Thanks, Luke.
I think it was a little misleading by the text.
I should have said come on the show and discuss it, but I didn't,
Because you said we need any info we can get tonight about the roast.
Yes.
And other shows where you guys are performing with
Oh,
guys.
right. So he just told me about the other show.
And then he has an upcoming show with those guys.
He just told me date and time, though. That's not really information that I need. I need scoops. I need dirt, obviously.
Yeah, no.
And it looks like, Luke is totally, well, I wanted to talk to him about this, but he's bending the knee to the Two and the Stink Boys. Opening for them. Bending the knee. Am I right? That's like Biden and Trump. Bend that knee. That's like RFK Jr. eating McDonald's on Trump's plane. He's doing whatever the Two and the Stink Boys tell him to do.
Maybe they asked him not to come on tonight.
Maybe that's part of the rider. You can show up, or your 2 drink tickets will be invalidated. You show up. Yeah, we want to translate what these guys are saying. Yeah, I know. I want to know what India's Got Latent is all about, actually. So we'll find out. I'm hoping to get Luke on. Maybe I should text him or something. Anyway.
He reacted to a message in the Instagram, but
he's around. He's just...
This is while we were on.
I would guess he's scared, if I had to guess. Scared. If I had to guess. Now, here's some other things I've done, and... Here's some other things I've done to try to educate you guys and find out more. I've been watching Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast for you guys. Have you been watching that, Mark?
No, I stopped watching a while ago.
Now they're separate.
I stopped watching most podcasts.
They're totally separate now. They don't work together because they live in different places right now. But this is pretty interesting.
Wait, still?
Yeah, Shane is still in the Westchester area, I think. Westchester, Pennsylvania.
You're still recording Tires in Westchester?
Yo, Tires Season 2 is coming out. And they're still working on it, I believe. And I just saw a new Bud Light commercial with Shane in it. I mean, he's doing a lot of things. And Matt is back at home having to hold up the $200,000 a month Patreon by himself. That's a tough job.
In Austin, where Shane convinced him to.
Yeah, Shane made him move there, and then he's like, "Okay, you run the entire operation," which is, by the way, like a $4 million a year operation. I mean, that's not easy. Just in Patreon, basically. I mean, not to mention ads and produce. I mean, it's insane that he's not there. But yeah. Shane Gillis and Shaner. I know that is confusing for us fans of all that stuff. But this is Shane Gillis's podcast, but it only has the guy Matt on. And he's interviewing this guy, called Nate Jackson, comedian Nate Jackson. Have you ever heard of Nate Jackson, Mark?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, I guess you and I are the only ones because apparently, according to Nate Jackson, he's the most famous person on earth. You got to listen to this guy. This guy is so out of his mind. Okay, he runs a comedy club. He runs the second biggest comedy club in Tacoma, Washington. But I swear to God, 30, 40 minutes of this are just talking about how, man, I can't go out with women because they only want me for my fame. I can't go out with, I go out and there's people noticing me on the street. I've never heard of this guy in my entire life. And wait till he says he owns the biggest black-owned comedy club in the world. I mean, this guy's off his rocker.
And not only that, 60% of the people that are out there playing.
Now, this is pretty good. I don't have all the clips, but I did want to show when he's talking about, he tells this story. Listen to this.
That wrote a book about smoking weed and playing football.
Sick.
And soon
he's saying there's another Nate Jackson who used to play football for the Denver Broncos.
As the book dropped, he ricocheted into the first.
He overtook you.
Dropped me back like 5 pages.
No, dude.
Yeah.
So he's obsessed with his ranking on Google searches. I mean, this guy's
right. But now,
as I said, go ahead, Mark.
I was saying he's wearing a Letterman jacket with his name embroidered onto it.
Yeah, I actually noticed. I actually left a comment on this episode because he has his name twice on this jacket. Nate Jackson and Nate Jackson's Super Funny World Tour was on the other one.
Oh.
And it might be on the back too. I don't know. So I'm surprised the guy that has his name stitched onto his jacket twice has a big ego. I can't believe it.
Now
More than Tony Hinchcliffe even
back in the number one spot. Just whatever. Like
sure.
But
now I'm back in the number one spot. He's obsessed.
I'm on a date, and it'll happen every now and then where somebody's like, "How long did you play for the Broncos?" Because they Googled. And I didn't play in the league, right? But it still comes up.
That's my favorite line. Mark had to clarify. He didn't play in the league. If you thought Nate Jackson was in the NFL, this guy's got a big head. If P. Diddy and R. Kelly become cellmates, who would the bigger rape? I think, R. Kelly is an all-timer. But, I think R. Kelly... First of all, has better music. R. Kelly is probably the more talented one, the more talented rapist. But P. Diddy, in terms of quantity, I think he probably would. It sounds like he won, doesn't it? Another clip. This is the end of the show. End of the show. Ready? Wrapping it up.
Dude, we're at an hour, man. Thanks for doing this, bro. That's crazy you flew in. I really appreciate that, man. For real.
No, I appreciate you for having me, man. I hope that that we're friends now.
Friends.
And then two, that the avid people that watch this can appreciate this dynamic that we have.
For sure.
This was fun and organic.
It was awesome, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All I know is every fun
organic.
and organic conversation I've ever had was ended with, well, this was fun and organic. Let's do it again sometime. You don't exactly have to say it was organic. Anyway, he invites Matt to come to his he needs this bump from this show. I don't think it worked, but he needs it.
Hey,
you know what I mean? I hope it splashes and hits well. I'm sure there's going to be somebody like, who's this fucking fat black dude? But there's also somebody else that's like, oh my fucking God.
Exactly.
So I want more of that.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just want people having a good time, man.
Yeah, and so you're invited. Come to my club.
Okay, so this
is tough.
It's hard to watch, honestly. Yeah. It's like Nate Jackson and Tyler Fisher should meet up and just talk promo for a while.
They can swap hats.
Exactly. They can swap merch for sure. And then one more clip from this. There's a lot I skipped over here. I watched a lot of this actually to try to find more. Here's how he got famous, by the way. This guy, famous, quote unquote. I've never heard of him either. I thought I knew everybody on earth. I've never heard of this guy, but he basically used to open or Matt Rife used to open for him, one of the two. And then Matt Rife reposted a bunch of Nate Jackson's TikToks. So then Nate Jackson got a Matt Rife bump and got popular. On TikTok. On TikTok only. Because you never heard of this guy in real life. But he's going to give some wild claims now that you got to hear.
Funny. They're very fucking
Thank
funny.
you. But yeah, so on YouTube is where that experience is. So, and I'm on tour right now. It's called the Super Funny World Tour. And I'm rolling. And it's going really good. So for 2023, in clubs, I sold more tickets than any other comic in America. And
Okay, pause. I don't know what kind of trickery he's doing with the word in clubs, but I do not believe for 1 second this guy sold more tickets than any human being in America. Does that make any sense to you?
Who's tracking all this anyway? Is there any way we can fact check this?
I know we need to have like an official fact check thing. I don't know if he's saying that in clubs only. And he says this thing where he did like 8 shows in one weekend. So I don't know if he's like doing this insane. I don't know what he's up to, but I've never heard of this guy. He's like Dane Cook's Tourgasm World Tour. Yeah, I think it's outperforming Dane Cook in 2006. I mean, he's now on this level that he's created his own level for himself. I couldn't believe it. I've never heard of this guy. The most tickets sold.
And then for, name him. I beat him.
Damn.
Name him, I beat him. Okay, Andrew Schultz. Every time I see Andrew Schultz, he sold out Madison Square Garden 3 times last year. So you beat him. Okay.
I did 17 shows in 1 week in
Oh my God.
Chicago and broke the record.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a lot. And then, so 2024, transitioning to theaters has been awesome. And so we'll see what happens next and where that's going and stuff. But I just want the people to tap in.
Sick, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh. And poor Matt.
And poor Matt. Yeah, Matt McCusker's a nice enough guy to just go roll with it.
Yeah, Matt. I mean, anybody with any nastiness in them or who wanted to be nasty could rip this guy apart. Matt is too nice to be like, oh, that's awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
But none of that is true, or it's highly inflated, or it's just bizarrely phrased. I mean, he's saying club tickets sold in 2020. I still don't believe that. Unless he did like 500 shows in a year and somehow tricked people to come. I don't understand. Nate Bargatze, yeah. Joe Coy, Taylor Thompson. These are all people that can sell many more tickets.
It's probably the thing is that like they're not in clubs. They're like theater acts.
Right. So only in clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, but
only in clubs.
And you're doing 19 shows a week. I don't even understand the math there. I don't understand why that's even good. I don't know. But he is. Well, I tried to watch some of his. He does like an hour worth of crowd work every week or every month that he puts on his YouTube. It's like, I don't know how this guy's the most famous person in the world. I don't understand. But you know what? He'll probably be bigger than Talk To Us soon. I mean, it's unbelievable what happens in America, what you're capable of.
Man. We should do something together.
Let's go.
That's a threat. That's almost a threat. You can't say no to that.
Let's do, let me try my hand at crowd work. I'm terrible at crowd work. I alienate the crowd.
I don't do crowd work on the road. I'll do some.
You're saying like a show?
Yeah, let's do the show. We each do a chunk of time, and that's the show.
Let's do it.
That's like
salt and pepper.
Let's do it, dude. I'm down.
See, like he's like being high pressured salesman right now. Is Matt? He's like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Okay, let's leave.
Yeah,
just give me the car and let's go. Hear this again. I want to hear how, because listen to how he first. We should do something together.
Let me try my hand at crowd work. I'm
and stuff, but I just want the people to tap in.
Sick, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man.
We should do something together.
Oh, that was actually scary. The way he said that. We should do something together.
Yeah. It is threatening. It is, yeah. Like if he was like a mafia guy, you'd be like, all right, I'm dead.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, where do I have to be tomorrow? What? I'm just keep stay away from my family. One more time. The way he said, it's very subtle, but the way he says together and like closes it as like this is final. That's what's scary about it.
Tap in.
Sick, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man.
We should do something together.
Let's go.
No, like optimism. Just like we're doing this together. Look out. Yeah. All right. Jeff Dunham held a record. But did he do clubs in Tacoma, Washington? Because then you got to sell a record. I don't know. So that was that. I watched all of that for you guys and found that 30 seconds of material. I mean, this is hard work. And then I started to watch just to see Theo Von interview Stavros Halkias. Did you see that, Mark?
Did not.
Now, I didn't. This is going to be shocking that Stavy Baby, he was there to promote his new movie. He has a new movie that he's starring in called I keep wanting to say We Started a Zoo, but it's called Let's Start a Cult. Let's Start a Cult. And I don't want to make myself to be a full martyr here on the show, but Mark, I watched all of Let's Start a Cult.
Wow. What's that on? You went to like a movie theater?
I had to rent it online.
Oh. Okay.
And
now,
it wasn't
is
theaters.
This just a movie? Oh, wow. Is this just a movie that like he's in? Or did he like write it?
He wrote it and starred in it.
Oh, wow.
I'll show the trailer here. Let's Start a Cult. It's only been on upload on Stavi's page here.
Why do you think you're ready to transcend?
I mean, because it sounds sick, honestly. Getting slurped up. God's watching. Me and you forever.
Forever.
So, it is a comedy. So basically,
authorities speculate that this was a doomsday cult and have released this photo, Lise asked
Bobby Kelly. So anyway, the point is that Stavros Halkias eventually starts a cult of his own here. What a comedy. Is Mark going live on a Nintendo DS? You don't like the quality of that? I think he looks good. He's using the official camera from the Wii. You know, the sensor bar? He's being broadcast via sensor bar. No, I can't make fun of the camera because I told him what camera to buy. So if I make fun of that, it's my fault.
Yeah.
And also, it's not the camera. Let's be clear. I can't even blame myself because it's actually the quality of Discord. Discord is BS. Okay? Let's get that straight. Now, this is an interesting movie. I can't believe I watched this whole thing. I'm trying to be nicer, so I will not... I will say that if you think that calling ejaculating busting is hilarious, you're going to love Let's Start a Cult. Because that was about 90% of the jokes. Busting, nutted. I mean, there's a lot of that stuff that makes these comedies so funny. Let's watch a little more.
for any information regarding the red-haired man in the center.
Why are you dead?
I did die, Chip. I was sent back to get you.
You couldn't transcend without me. We need each other.
What's up?
I cannot wait to get some followers.
So you guys...
So, I don't really know what else to say, but it was, I was kind of curious because Stavros kept saying this is like Billy Madison. This is like a return to the classic, every comedian now, all they talk about is how they want to make a real comedy. And I have another great clip to show with that and alongside that. Have you noticed that they're all like, we want to make a Billy Madison style comedy. Tell Mark that Matt would love this movie. You got it.
Matt would love this movie?
Someone in the comments said that. Matt would love this movie. Got that?
Okay. Noted.
Noted. Now I want to go to, this is a great clip to go alongside that. Rest in peace, Norm, of course, from Billy Madison. Yes. What the hell is that guy's name? Keenan Thompson. There we go. That's what I wanted to find for you. Okay, because all these comedians now talk about how they want to make a Billy Madison style movie
in your free time. Is it?
And this was kind of an attempt at that. I thought it was Stavros Halkias was the main character, and he plays his, standard brand of guy.
So you guys are like a family?
That's right. No brothers barging on your privacy.
Stop beating off! It's time to go to work! No Uncle Aaron stuffing you in a sleeping bag, not letting your ass out, and you're like screaming like...
That guy's actually funny right there, that guy. But he's a funny comedian.
Help me! This is Diane, and I feel like she might...
So they have a whole cult, they have a whole ensemble comedy, and CM Punk is in it. You guys know the wrestler CM Punk? I've had to find out about that later. But you see Stavros's balls in this movie. You see his butt. Balls and butt. It's that kind of movie. I thought that the problem was that Stavros Halkias' character is like, if you couldn't tell from the beginning, where he's like, they're sucking me off. He's like an asshole who's stupid. And he never really changes from being an asshole who's stupid. He's never like nice. So then you're like, why do I even want him to do well at anything in the movie? I've noticed that's a problem with a lot of these movies.
How much time of your life did you waste watching this?
Well, this was a full 90-minute movie. It could have been.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not too bad. No. They didn't. You can see
bad.
they're having sex here.
Oh, gee.
He gets pegged in this movie. I mean, it's classic. And but I did skip because the middle part is so boring. I gotta be honest. Skip the middle 45 minutes of this movie. You'll be better off for it. So watch about 30 minutes. Fast forward. But I watched as much as I could without fast forwarding. It got a little too much. I don't recommend Let's Start a Cult. I don't want to be mean and make you guys accidentally end up watching Let's Start a Cult because you think it might be funny. No. Put the remote down. Read a book. Go back to watching a replay of the Mike Tyson fight, that thriller. And everybody, we're going to talk about that in a second because that was an embarrassment. I stayed up to watch that crap. What a mess.
Yeah.
Not done, and I'm not even mad at it. I wish it had buffered more. That's how bad the fight was. No, Netflix, keep buffering it. Switch it over to Tom Papa's new comedy special by Act Glitch. Something, anything would have been better than the fight. There we go. Let's start a cult. And then I've noticed a lot of comedians. This is pretty interesting. And this also reveal there's a lot of connections here. Tom Papa is actually in Let's Start a Cult. How about that? For about 10 seconds. Now, this is my new show that if I see a clip of it now it gets recommended to me. So every time I see a clip from the show, I must watch it because I'm so fascinated by how unlikable Sam Morril is. I just watched the show. I said, how can anyone like Sam Morril? That's my own personal opinion. But that's why I watch. He's even wearing a Villanova / New York Knicks shirt just to piss me off, especially to piss me off. It's working. And they're actually going to be talking to Keenan Thompson from SNL about Shane's firing from SNL. And I have two clips from this show. Very relevant. They just got back to this.
Movies and stuff in your free time. Is it comedy or do you shift to drama?
And this is Keenan. Keenan is so checked out. I mean, you can tell by the glasses. And listen to how he talks. I'm used to him on SNL, where he has got like a wacky character, right, Mark? And he's like,
he's got the bright eyes, and
he's got big eyes, and he's always yelling or making noise, and he's like, or making a face. But this is how he really sounds in real life. What a depressing thing. Listen.
I'm all over the place. There's not enough comedies anymore. Like there's no comedies to be seen right now.
Here.
It's so sad. Like
so sad. No comedies anymore. So sad. I was like, wow, he's got the big bling chain on. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to pull off here. I hear he's dating like a 19-year-old too. He is one cat. He's one interesting cat. This Keenan Thompson.
That's why he's got that. Is that a thin sideburn that goes into a chin strap that isn't there?
That is cool. The
Interesting
one black side strap. Yeah. Interesting look.
The thing about Keenan Thompson is like I don't know him outside of SNL and wasn't he on All That? Like he was
Yeah,
a childhood star,
as a
wasn't
kid,
he?
yeah. Good
Yeah.
Burger.
So I've only known him as this improv guy. So him being on a podcast is strange to me to begin with.
It
So
is strange.
He could show up with like whatever. So anything would be shocking to me if he wasn't just the bubbly like SNL guy.
If he just wasn't on SNL, yeah, all you know, I mean, his entire life has been on SNL or some other improv show, yeah. So it's very weird, and it's like you're like, oh, he's kind of like a downer, but and especially just watch. I think there's something really funny happening.
Always waiting on like Seth Rogen or somebody to do some shit. Mm-hmm. Like that's been the mainstream thing. Like or Kevin, you know, like Kevin and The Rock is like.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Jumanjis is what we get nowadays.
Yes.
As opposed to like, you know, some sort of road trip or something.
Right.
We just watched Road Trip last year. It holds up, man.
Right?
Oh,
I just miss the, you know, kind of like, not as far back as Airplane, but those guys that would do those kind of movies or whatever.
Totally. I mean, Joker 2, that was Todd Phillips, the GOAT.
Yeah.
And he's making a fucking musical.
Even if I see Vampires Suck is on, like, I'll watch.
We're just skip to this part where they, because Mark Norman and Sam Morril reveal that they wrote a classic raunchy comedy. And, you know, Keenan's really into comedy. Let's see what he thinks about that.
Like crying, I guess.
Yeah.
But
well, we wrote a movie. We wrote a classic kind of raunchy comedy.
Cool.
Nice.
Trying to get
just what Keenan wants, right? They wrote a classic raunchy comedy.
Well, we wrote a movie. We wrote a classic kind of raunchy comedy.
Nice.
Trying to get it out there.
We'll see. We're working on it.
I mean, the basketball is a thing.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care one bit.
Nice.
Y'all wrote a movie about the exact thing that I wanted, a raunchy comedy from the 90s. Okay. But you guys wrote it? Okay. Nice. Anyway, South Park, man, that show was crazy. When that was on. He doesn't give a crap about your movie, man.
It should be allowed to be done.
Yes.
Like there's supposed to be a freedom of speech.
What is he even talking? I don't know if he's high all the time. I don't know what. Freedom of speech. That's why they don't make Grandma's Boy. Freedom of speech. What the hell? And here's the part about Shane Gillis.
Tony's out there fighting for us.
Yeah.
And I think that was it 2020, 2019,
Shane
whatever
Gillis.
time that was when he got the axe. That was
Shane
like
Gillis.
kind of the height of everything. Being
like super.
I've talked about it
Yeah.
before, but there was a list on CNN of people who have been canceled this year, and it was Weinstein, Cosby, and Shane.
That's crazy.
And it's like, you know,
how is he on the same level as those guys?
pretty unfair. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Shane's not nearly as funny as Cosby. Come on. Yeah, Shane is great. It was really unfair what they did to him.
Yeah, that was ugly. And I think Lauren felt it too.
Yeah, and the fact that it seemed like he and Bowen Yang squashed the beef.
That's what I'm saying. Like if
there was even any beef, I don't even know if there was.
Right.
But.
Kobe beef.
You know.
Okay, so they said nothing during this. Keenan has nothing to say. I actually like Keenan as an actor on SNL. I think he is funny. Some people think he's old news. I think he's funny. But he's got nothing to contribute here. And I thought it pretty interesting, yeah. But he really... did he have Chris Redd beaten up for hooking up with his wife? Is that a real rumor? See, Keenan is an interesting guy. Didn't Keenan, divorce his wife and start dating a 20-year-old, intern on SNL? I mean, he's a really, really... If you could get into this stuff with Keenan, I mean, and his whole life being a child star in Nickelodeon. But I'm sure instead... We Might Be Drunk just talked about, let's bring classic comedy back. Really upset me. And speaking of, I have a new technique for you, Mark, if you want to do this in the and for anyone at home, you can borrow this technique. What to do on a new comment section idea. I have a new comment section game that I like to play where I post something.
It's got to be tough to be a heel.
So this is called What Did Ari Do at Skankfest with Ari Shaffir. Okay, so now what I do, before even watching a video, what I do is I comment and I did dislike this. I didn't like it. That's why I disliked it. Not just cuss. That's not part of the game. Now, remember, I've never subscribed to We Might Be Drunk, but here's my trick that you guys can do at home. I leave in the comments, I say, unsubscribing now, period, to any video I see. And then it's actually got 5 thumbs up. 5 people agreed, actually. Now, I've never, and someone said, shucks. But, I've never subscribed. That's my new trick. You don't even have to subscribe to someone to say unsubscribing now, right? So that's my new trick. I just stay to everything.
Yeah.
Or I say unsubscribing. I say unsubscribing, sad, don't like it, not a fan. And this was actually disgusting.
Feel throughout the day, but the memories are great.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is just gross. I'm not even gonna watch it because Ari Shaffir talks about he pooped on stage at Skaggs Fest during Kill Tony.
Comedy.
Yeah, exactly. And he pooped, and he's still like, dude, it was great. It was great.
Remember though?
Yeah, victimless crime.
Yeah.
As long as someone drank it. Sorry.
I wouldn't drink it.
I like these two in Hall of Famer. He's like, I can only fucking nut to.
Yeah. And this girl on the left is so pissed off. I don't know who she is, but she does not like Ari. She's a comedian. I don't think she likes Ari. So that's my new thing, guys. Try it out now. Just say unsubscribing if you don't like the video. Adriana Ilapucci do comedy. Oh, that's her. Thank you for that knowledge. I've never seen her do comedy. When they say women are funny, yeah. I mean, she just sits here like a log.
Louis C.K. loves her. He always promotes her on his stuff. I think I've heard Ari promote her too.
Yeah, I think she is one of those people that are just like, she's great. She's great. And I never heard her say one thing.
Wow. So did you have to go to the hospital for that?
Yes, and they just gave me
I don't know what they're talking about, but this was really, really difficult. But anyway, guys, new tip, unsubscribing. Doesn't matter the video, doesn't matter what's it about. Just try it out. I thought it was kind of fun. I've already gotten a few responses, people mad. In fact, I did it on the newest. Let's see. Talk Tua. Do you guys want to check out the newest Talk Tua with me?
Yeah.
With Wiz?
Oh, it's Wiz?
Wiz Khalifa.
So they say if you drop your joint or your blunt,
Wiz Wit or Wiz Without?
Oh, there we go.
I need to
New podcast in case I start with Wiz.
do something
Philadelphia-based
with this
cheesesteak.
before I fight JoJo Siwa.
You're gonna fight JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, she's got a few inches on me.
You got sharp elbows, so we're gonna use the elbows, and you got bony knees, so we're gonna use the knees.
You were so smart.
My
Let's watch
advice for you and Pookie:
Don't answer the DMs.
no, keep the DMs open. Cause
Now, here's what I really get depressed. I was watching this. I was like, I can't believe I've gotten to a point in my life where I know who Pookie is.
We love Pookie.
I love Pookie, but it was so depressing to find out that I was like, oh, I know who she's talking about. Pookie. Of course, that white guy who doesn't talk much. Pookie.
Because if you don't act right, you know what I'm saying? What do you do after that?
You spit on that thing.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. Okay, she said it. She said it.
Did it.
Now, I didn't know she liked
She
smoking.
did the thing.
She did it. Now, I didn't know she liked. I didn't know. I forgot to use any of these. She did. One more time.
You know, for you and Pookie.
Don't answer the DMs.
No, keep the DMs open, because if you don't act right, you know what I'm saying? What do you do after that?
You spit on that thing.
Exactly.
Now, I did use this technique on the newest Talk 2 episode. I was watching this right before I started the show, and I did say this already. Someone already got mad at me for this. I said, smoking weed, Hawk Tua, sad, unsubbed. Okay. Someone already mad. Bet you're fun at parties. Now, here's where I realized that. So this unsub thing really works. People do not like when you say I unsubbed. From Talk 2.
Wait, scroll down.
What?
Did I read? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh,
I saw that comment where it said all jokes, and I thought it said all jokes sucked.
Oh, no. Not on Talk 2.
It's not what it says, though.
I was noticing this, that here's where I know that she's going to be the next big thing. This Haley, she already is, but she's going to be even bigger. Is that, if you go back to Talk 2 episode 2 or 3, every single comment every single comment is a joke. You know, every single comment is like, "Oh, this show cured my cancer. I skipped my mom's funeral to watch this show." They're all jokes. Now, every single one was a joke. Now, with Wiz Khalifa, this episode, 1 out of every 10 comments is not a joke. It's actually like, "Oh, Wiz was pretty chill this episode." So it's like, we're getting into taking Talk to Us seriously. Not good.
Yeah,
not good.
He's gonna run for president one day.
Seriously, it's getting serious here. And you know, we wanted to do mass deportations on that thing. I think we all want that. I think we all want that.
I endorse Haley Welch.
Talk Tua. Black and Ewa. Now, yeah, they do roll weed and they do smoke weed, which I found I don't like that. So, but yeah, that's the new Talk to It, everybody. But really, I cannot support her now that I know she smokes weed. That ain't cool. Unsubbed. I left another unsub comment, but I don't remember where. I don't even remember anymore. I'm just leaving them really. Any video I turn on, I say unsubbed. You know, and you just see what happens. And that's the nice part. You don't actually unsub, but you never subbed in the first place. So you're not hurting them, really. Can you check your YouTube history? I'll do that in a minute, yeah. But how about this? Do I have the clip? Oh, maybe I have the clip. That Whoopi Goldberg is starting. Let me find this. Whoopi Goldberg, Tonight Show. She was on the Tonight Show, and I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Wait. You heard that, Mark, but I muted it for everyone else.
Yeah, it sounded like Hawk Chew.
Hawk Chewy. Hawk Chewa.
Sneeze on that mic.
I'm gonna do it again too. Oh my god. That's how you get a man to stay with you. What the fuck? Where is it? Whoopi Goldberg, anyway, who is now in big trouble because she pretended that a bakery wouldn't bake her a cake because she's Whoopi Goldberg, when really it was because the bakery was their boiler exploded the night before. And she's like, I find it awful suspicious they wouldn't cook Whoopi a cake. So I love Whoopi for that. Where the hell is it?
I saw the headline about Whoopi versus a bakery, and I was just confused of what the context of that would be. I didn't bother even clicking on it, but now, all right, that makes sense now.
Yeah, you would assume that she ate everything in there and ruined the bakery.
Yeah.
Something like that. But actually, no, they just wouldn't. They wouldn't make her food. Here is the clip, a little cheap Whoopi joke here. Here's the clip I'm talking about from where she announces her new thing.
You're always thinking of something different.
Because I never married well.
That's what it was.
Yeah, if I'd married well, believe me.
You wouldn't do anything.
I would be...
Yeah, exactly. No.
She's announcing her new venture.
You're doing this. You're taking on different projects. This new project here that you're going to announce tonight.
Yeah.
Is it new sports network?
Yes. So I'm launching, and I've written it down because I want
New
to
sports network.
get it right.
Yes.
I'm launching the first global women's sports channel called AWSN.
That's what I'm talking about. AWSN.
All women's sports, Mark. You're subscribing now, aren't you?
I'll think about it.
I think about just already unsubbing. I never subbed, but I want to unsub already to that. The all women's sports network. By the way, what is she going to broadcast on there? Because all the most popular women's sports are already being broadcast on TV. So what is she going to even show? The worst of women's sports?
I don't know.
What does she have to show? Because they already show the WNBA has a
Lingerie
contract.
football. You never see that on TV these days.
I used to, when I was a horny 15-year-old, I thought lingerie football was the coolest idea in the world. I used to look up clips on YouTube of lingerie football. No joke. And it used to be like, And then you see an actual, that it's just hot. It's only exciting because they're wearing lingerie, but then once you see them actually like running screenplays, you're like, oh, why am I watching this? There's actually no.
Speaking of women in sports,
yeah.
Who wants to call in?
Oh, who wants to call in? Women in sports.
Luke,
Oh,
it has nothing to do with women in sports.
That's some women. Hey, welcome, Luke. Welcome.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Mark. How's it going?
Welcome to the show, Luke. We're doing
Luke.
well. How you doing?
Oh, I'm happy now to see my favorite actor, Whoopi. Happy to see
Whoopi, and in fact, Whoopi does have something to say just to us. Let's listen.
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday show.
Thank you, Whoopi. Okay.
Wow.
I heard that clip. She spoke to the camera about her whole bakery incident. And I think I was on like a Delta 9 gummy. I heard her say this first line. I'm like, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Listen to this again. Imagine saying this on video, seriously, and recording it. Listen one more time to Whoopi.
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday show.
Okay, there's a lot of talk. Shouldn't be any talk about that.
Town.
It should just be chocolate or vanilla. Let's not make a whole thing about this, Whoopi. I know we're in a multicultural, racial society, but let's just keep it simple here.
I'll never forget the time that on The View where she was talking about Joe Biden defecating himself, and she goes, "You threw a lot of shit. I go through shit every day."
Oh yeah, that's right.
She made it have to be like she shits her pants every
She made it sound like she poops her pants. I forgot about that. Whoopi. But here she is. She's stepping into more shit here because she's starting an all-woman sports network. I don't know what program she's going to show. I mean, the WNBA has a contract. College women's sports have a contract. What sports is she going to be allowed to show on this network? I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. Yeah, lingerie, football, mud wrestling. I might tune in for those.
Yes. It'll be the home for live women's sports from around the world. Everything from soccer, basketball, tennis, cricket.
Oh, so they're gonna get like shitty, like Pakistani women's.
Finally, I get to watch my Pakistani female cricket teams play on TV. I don't have to use the dark web for those games anymore. I can finally watch them on my TV.
And I think, as you know, we're going after illegal migrants now in America. I think the illegal migrants, their punishment in the Trump administration will be being forced to broadcast and announce those games. That's going to be punishment. They'll be sent to Uruguay to cast a women's basketball match. I mean, what is this product? I cannot wait to watch Whoopi's American Women's or All Women's Sports Network. And that just rolls off the tongue to AWSN.
WSN?
Awesome.
Whoopi Goldberg Network?
The Whoopi Goldberg Network, yeah. That's what we need.
Curling, you name it. If a woman is playing it, we're showing it. Our yes.
I love that you're doing that.
We're partnered. Do you know Common Spirit?
Yes.
Common Spirit's a great...
He does not know Common Spirit.
What the hell is Common Spirit?
Why is Jimmy such a liar? Do you know Common Spirit? Yes.
Organization.
It's not a type of liquor, even though it says spirit, Jimmy. So I don't think you know it.
A great company, and they really promote women's health, and they are our partners in the channel. So it's really wonderful, and we're growing really fast.
So what lucrative deals is Whoopi going to sign with her women's health / Whoopi Goldberg empire money? I mean, this is the silliest thing I've ever heard.
The NBA might just ask them to buy the WNBA.
They might get Whoopi to do it?
They might ask somebody to one of them to buy the entire company because the company loses money all the time.
That would be great for the NBA if they could get the WNBA off their hands. Really, I hope they trap Whoopi into some terrible deal. I don't know Whoopi, but she's doing her best here. She's trying. I have to. How about this? Can I take a 1 minute break because I have to blow my nose like a mofo? Is that okay with you guys? Will you guys still be here when I come back?
I'll try.
Think about it.
All right. Thank you very much. We're going to take a quick break as I blow my nose. Let me finish that sentence.
Oh.
not a guy or something. Okay, I'll be right back, and here's some music to get you guys know the deal. I'll be right back.
Breaking news. The host of After Night has come down with COVID-19.
COVID-19. It's true, guys. I'm actually, we're trying to be forward on this show. I have COVID-27. They haven't come out with that yet. That's a new one that will end the world for good. But I haven't.
Are you also, Mike? I've been congested the entire month. I don't understand why.
You've been sick?
Not even just sick.
No,
My eyes are just like itchy and my nose is congested.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, the season's changing. That messes with a lot of people, including me. I feel like my skin gets worse, my nose gets more stuffed, my penis shrinks. I mean, there's a lot of problems. Wait, forget that last part. It grows. That sounds better.
Fall asleep?
My penis it goes into hibernation like Luke's penis. It gets well fed for the first last months of fall, and then it goes to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely crazy. But
burying himself under snow.
Can you hear Luke, or do I have to disconnect again?
Why can't you hear him? I can hear Luke fine. I love black voices. I can hear him fine.
We were talking great in the break, and then now I can't hear him. I see his mouth moving, but I don't hear shit.
I don't hear shit worth hearing. Well, disconnect, come back. It also gets on the news when it gets spotted in public places. What are you talking about? What?
Ooh. What?
That comment. No. Oh, you're talking about the penis. Yes, of course. Now, has that been happening, Luke? Has it fallen asleep recently?
It hasn't happened in a while.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Well, knock on wood for that. For me. Well, not knock on wood. All right, let's get back to the real things that I'm here to talk about. But anyway, Luke, do you have any information? We've been really wondering about this whole roast of a certain comedian, a roast of the Two in the Stink host.
I have to give you some backstory.
Oh, okay, great.
I did a roast, I think 2 months ago with Raf. Do you know Raf Amir, Tom?
Raf Amir. I met Raf Amir. Nice guy. Yeah.
Nice guy, very funny comic. We were supposed to did a roast of the Socials, and
Yeah.
I did so bad.
Okay.
I was so bad. He did great, and he won. And
Okay.
it was just like because I asked for I signed up for it because I didn't have any bookings that entire for like 2 months, and after I got booked on that, I got like 10 more bookings throughout the rest of the year. So I did not want to do it at all. So
Wait, I'm confused.
I hate doing
you
roast.
got booked on what? You got booked on what?
Soul Joel's roast battle
The s-
against Raph.
The soldiers. And after that, you said I'm not doing anything else.
I'm not doing any roast battles.
Right.
And once as soon as I got booked for the roast battle, I get like 10 more bookings for
Oh,
the
I
rest
see.
of the year.
Okay.
So as soon as I got the other bookings for actual shows, I don't want to do the roast battle. So I half asked it, and Raph destroyed me, and he did great.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
I never liked roast battles.
No, I hate roast battles.
So I get a message on Instagram from one Rob Stant,
Right.
asking me to be on the
Host of Two in the Stink.
Yes.
Mark's
I
roomie.
turned him. I said I couldn't do it.
Yes.
I said I couldn't do it.
Oh, really? You turned it down? Oh my god.
I didn't want to do a roast battle. I don't like roast battles, and like I'm not. I mean, be liberal. I'm not really close with Robert Jim, so it wouldn't really
Right.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wondering who got. Yeah, Mark, go ahead.
It wasn't a battle. It was like a roast.
Roast
though, right?
of. It was
I
like
feel
a
those are
Tom Brady roast.
easier
But,
to-
yeah.
Yeah, those are easier
Your
to write
stories.
just because you don't have to have a certain amount about a certain person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, um, I'm not good at it, and
Yes.
like I'm not really close. Like, if it was a roast one of you guys, I'd do it because we're close. But
Right. I think
I'm
yeah.
not really close
Right.
to Robert Jim.
If you're not good friends with a person, do you really want to then roast them? That's what I never got. Like, if you're not friends with them,
Yeah.
why would you want to then come up
And I
with
was
some
like, I didn't
weird
want to do it.
jokes?
Yeah. Me and Jim have like a weird history. We made amends, but like we not officially made amends, but we're like cool with each other now. But like it's just
Right.
like that. Like bring if I had to roast somebody, bring back some like
Right.
ugly stuff.
Now-
Maybe not, but just being safe.
Now, Luke, when you're roasted, like when you get roasted, or if a guy like Jim was to roast you or Rob, would you get? And I'm not, because I feel like I would get offended. Would you get actually like secretly offended by what they said? Because I would.
I would say like I would probably I wouldn't be offended, say anything, and if you said something, I'd be like, oh come on, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? Like in my
Right.
head, I'm like, oh, can you say it? But because I have OCD, I overthink it.
Right. I would go home and be like, oh, so they really think this about me. They really think my mama is like this.
Yeah.
That's how I would really feel.
Exactly.
So I never got into roast battles for that. I'm too sensitive a young man, first of all, to do a roast battle. But so you didn't do it, and as someone else, I think Dan says in the chat, Luke made the biggest career mistake of his life. I got to agree by not doing that roast. I mean, this could spell the end for Luke's career. I'm a little.
I mean, in hindsight, though, I'm happy I turned it down because the flyer for it was kind of depraved. So
I didn't see the. I would love to see the flyer. I didn't see the depraved
flyer.
Depraved flyer. That sounds pretty good. Now, who else do we know that was on it? I mean, was Otis on it? Was
I don't think they asked Otis.
Okay.
I don't think I need to ask. I don't think they would ask him.
was Dan on it? Was
I
who
don't
was?
I don't think they asked Dan.
And who the hell's Who's the hell's worth getting? I mean, if it was on either of those three, there's no one else worth. Who?
His mother was on it.
Oh, his mom. Yep, Miss Stant.
Walski, Jim Kelly,
Vince.
Matt Peoples.
Okay. And did you hear any? How did it go? I was just so curious. I haven't heard word about it. I'm so fascinated by this stuff.
I asked Fenris how it went. He said it went good. So I mean,
Okay.
I nothing to really write home about. But
Well, Otis promised some details about it. He said he was going to call in and he had something to say about it. I was very curious. But anyway, I don't know anything about that. But you did. You are on a show with Rob and Jim, hosts of Two in the Stink. Later, this week? Next week? Right, Luke?
Saturday.
This Saturday. You want to promote it for the people out there?
We're going to be at Kyber Pub Pass in Philadelphia, 23rd of November, this Saturday.
Okay.
I think think it's at 8.
8 o'clock.
Rob, Jim, Josh Mortier, and Stav, friends of the show, I think.
Stavi?
Sure.
From Let's Start a Cult? Stavi, baby?
Stavi and Marty, baby.
Oh, okay. I'm so excited for that. Now, that's going to be a very interesting show. Now, I was thinking, do you feel like you're cool with those guys now? You're okay doing a show? You're basically, from what I saw on the poster, opening for them. There's a headliner.
They booked me for a show before, like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. So everything is kind of cool with you guys.
Settled, yeah.
Settled. Okay. Well, let's
You're
try
the
to
cool
rile it up
ghoul.
Otis.
And Otis is not the cool ghoul.
Yeah, no cool ghoul. So Otis
Cool.
is still on the outside, or I guess. And do you feel like?
I just texted you guys the flyer. I don't think you want to show it on Discord.
Okay. Let me see if I want to show this flyer. Hey, Tony Hinchcliffe
I
here.
did
Your
see
show
this.
is garbage. Well, you live in
Thanks, Tony.
garbage. Thanks, Tony. That means
Thanks for tuning in.
I'm going to win the election. Oh, it's like it's like Rob naked as a young boy on the toilet. Yeah, I don't want to show. Thank you for telling me. I do not want to show this on my show.
Yeah.
That's a prepubescent boy naked I'm looking at right now. But this is a flyer. I didn't look. I got sent this, by the way. I didn't look this stuff up. Wow, gross.
Also,
I looked it up.
Also, I want to ask Luke this. Did you find it strange how Fenris's post seemed like he was hanging out with Rob's mom a lot?
I did find that strange, and if I was Rob,
Okay.
I would not be happy with that. I was like, okay, yeesh.
Because Fenris would
just
do.
me?
I don't know Fenris, but this is a guy that hosts a mic around town. I think this guy would do anything. I mean, in terms of do meaning bang anything.
Hey, he's done men before.
Right. So literally.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So that means to me means and women. If you do men and women, then you'll do pretty much anything because old, young.
He's progressive.
That's very progressive of him. And
guess I'm not going to bar 13 when I'm back. Holy fuck!
Because you might get hit on, might get banged.
Yeah.
But he was so there was a little too closeness between the mom and Fenris, the host.
Yeah, if I was my mom, I'd be like, please, I would not want that at all.
I'm actually gonna text my mom right now saying if you ever meet someone named Fenris, run. Don't get near.
Yeah,
He's got a ukulele. Run away from
yeah,
the
if he's
noise.
got a ukulele at all, actually. Run. But this is crazy. Well, anyway, that's actually very interesting. It sounds like someone banged someone's mom. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm no expert, but that's what it sounds like. All right, well, that's enough of that. I just didn't know if there was any more scoops, but that's a pretty good scoop right there. I got to be honest. I did my unsubbing thing before that was a big hit. Let's start a cult. Let's do a little bit about the Tyson fight. I mean, Luke, did you watch this Tyson fight?
I watched the entire thing. What a waste of time.
What a waste of, yeah. There's a good way to put it. What a waste of my time. I watched it. I knew it was going to be bad, and I have one betting app on my phone, Caesars, one sports betting app, and they didn't have the fight on there. I would have bet all my money on Jake Paul. I mean, it was so stupid that there were even odds for this thing. Mike Tyson, we don't have to get into it. Mike Tyson has been shot for 30 years.
Yeah, I think there was some feelers sent out by the Paul team to get people to talk about it, and I heard like 2 or 3 separate people say that they're going to bet on Tyson to get a knockout in the 4th. I was like, yeah,
flip the odds a little bit.
Fixed. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's true to get better because like Jake Paul was only minus 200 or something, or minus 220. He should have been minus 1,000, 10,000. There was no way he was going to get knocked out or lose in 8 rounds. And the whole 8 rounds, 2 minutes, it was such a joke. Anyway,
yeah.
I've been watching this thing, and the thing, what's that, Mark?
It's making a horrible like Mark Norman quip. Netflix
What was it?
is a joke. Netflix is a joke. You said it's a joke. I say Netflix.
Netflix
is a joke. That's their whole thing. That wasn't worth stopping for. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. It could work on your act, though. That's what the show is for.
Save it for my roast.
Save it for the roast of Mark. Yeah, I know. Oh my God. But let me just say something about these roast battles. If you're out there, if you're a public citizen, do not do a roast battle. Do not go to a roast battle. I mean, unless Luke's doing one or Mark, do not go to a roast battle. Roast of Mark is too easy, says someone. Well, maybe. But do not go to one of these roast battles because here's what it is. They're two guys you've never heard of or a guy and a girl you've never heard of, right? And then they go, hey, did you hear that? It's like, and then they tell you a fact about the other person that you don't know, a fact that you didn't know about a person you don't know. And then they make a joke about it. They're like, and then it's like, oh, so off color jokes. So it'll be like, hey, did you hear that Mark's mom died in a fire? I guess she's the only one whose career is really hot. And then you go, oh my God. How did he come up with it? And it's like, I don't know this person. I don't even get the context. It's like, it's not the roast of Tom Brady. Like, everybody. These people you've never heard of. It's such a weird thing. Like, can't
roasting to me. People here in Austin are like good at it,
Yeah.
And like it's a big thing here. And it's like, to me, roasting is like the most creative way you can call somebody fat, ugly, retarded. Like that's
right.
That's really
right.
That's really the basis of roasting.
Yeah, right. It never goes much beyond that unless it's like Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is like, yeah, they were
yeah,
something as a kid. Oh, they were gay. If it was a fat, retarded. Yeah, it's all of that stuff over and over and over again, which is, it's fine. But I get real sick of that. I try to watch like roast battles online. I've been to roast battles. It's a waste of my time. I got to be. And yours, that's what I'm saying. Don't go, guys. Unless Luke's doing it at Soul Joel's. Then go.
My only booking at Soul Joel's is my 5 years doing comedy. My second
battle.
one.
That sucks,
roast
man.
battle.
Well, you're better off without Soul Joel. Let me be honest. I gotta be honest.
I was at the mic last week. I got bumped and I was 21st.
Oh no! What?
Oh.
They bump people at that mic?
Yep. You never guess who they bumped me for?
Who?
He told us.
Chris Reynolds. Second crumb.
Oh my God, a crumb! Well, getting bumped by it's like getting bumped by King Charles. That's royalty. Wow. Well, yeah, I never enjoyed that guy. Soul Joel, look him up, guys. So I don't think he's got anything good going on. But yeah, I understand you want to get in front of a crowd, but it's something else, man, with it, Soul Joel. So how do we stop the Pauls from embarrassing us whites? Yeah, let me get to that. Because, as I said, the title, yeah, I think Jake Paul, when I really got embarrassed to be white, I got to be honest, I was embarrassed to be white when I saw the Pauls, Jake Paul, do the walkout via a lowrider car. Did anyone see this?
Oh, I saw that. At first, I couldn't even tell. I was like, is this Tyson or Jake Paul?
Right.
And then I see those two idiot brothers on the back. I'm like, oh, God.
This, to me, was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen as a white person. It made me saying, could I become Puerto Rican? Could I become Latinx? Because I don't want to be whatever this is anymore. Let's watch Jake Paul's entrance. I hope this is not too copyrighted. I know it's on Netflix, but I just want to show a snippet.
The wait is over. Making his way to the ring first.
In the absolute worst fight I've ever seen.
Blue corner, here is Jake Paul.
Before I start this, I remember staying up for and watching. The first big fight I ever watched was Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
I remember staying up to watch that. And that was a total letdown. That was horrible. It was an awful fight.
I thought it was okay, but yeah, I could see why people were let down by it.
I think I don't know that much about martial arts, Joe Rogan. I don't know much about boxing. I just expected it to be an amazing fight. It wasn't an amazing fight. So that was a letdown. This was 100 times worse in terms of fighting. Really, you should have been watching, old clips of Evander Holyfield on YouTube rather than watch this. This was such a waste. And here a guy coming with this car, which they thought would be cool, but the guy who's driving is so nervous of like veering off the stage and killing people that he goes like half a mile an hour. You know, which I would be too. Could you imagine driving this car? This shitty lowrider. Let's watch. I gotta pause this a lot because of copyright things. But... And by the way, did you know Jake Paul has his own giant robot? See that yellow thing? It's a yellow robot.
Huh.
Jake Paul knows
Oh my God.
how to make an entrance. It's a customized Chevy dually crew cut truck built by Gas Monkey Garage. Full hydraulic lowrider with 12 inches of suspension drop.
Wait, Luke, don't you have that car?
No.
Oh, I have mine doesn't have suspension drop.
Oh, but you do have the Chevy Dually custom, right?
I do. Yes. I'm happy with this fight that people noticed how bad of a commentator that guy is. That guy's Mauro Ranallo, the most annoying commentator of all time.
He was annoying.
For WWE a couple years ago.
Okay.
He was the worst commentator ever.
Why, yeah, how did Netflix not have like... Netflix has $10 billion to hire whoever they want, and it was such a bad... I mean, they had Rosie Perez, an actress from the 80s and 90s, doing the color commentary for the fight.
Yeah, Mauro is a big MMA commentator. He used to commentate for Pride.
Okay.
He's just he's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
I couldn't stand any, and like oh my God, and Rosie Perez having to talk. I mean, I don't know. She seemed to know about boxing, but like, this cannot be the best expert we have.
Metal flake paint with airbrush flames, wet sounds.
And I guess this "In the Air Tonight" is a reference to the Hangover movie.
Yeah.
I just figured that out a little while ago.
Great song.
Great song, but I guess to the Mike Tyson part of the Hangover.
Audio system.
A lot about this car pissed me off. Let's watch.
It's driven by Heavy D Spark.
Look how fast it's going.
Diesel Brothers and with Heavy D and the boys. Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? Hey, there's the pigeon that Paul tried to give to.
This is like they have a pigeon on the back that
Tyson said he was going to feed it to his falcon. Paul brought it back. And
this is like equivalent to the Vitali Pred hunting streams where they like have, instead of just one gimmick, they have like 80 gimmicks on the state on the walk-in.
Yeah.
They have a giant yellow robot. They have a lowrider car. They have a pigeon. They have Logan Paul spraying deodorant, and Jake Paul's wearing a full silver suit. They have In the Air. It's like, can you choose one thing? Choose one thing, and maybe it'll be cool. But the 80 gimmicks. That really, I was like, dude, let's just, is this what white people think is cool?
We can all feel it. There is something.
Zoomers? I don't think it is, but. Oh, this is where I got sick to my stomach. Logan Paul on the right starts spraying that noxious, toxic deodorant that they own. W. Hey, bro, it's a W. They start spraying that onto Jake Paul. I'm like, get that poison out of my face before I fight. I had the biggest fight of my life. Watch this. Spraying him. Oh, I think he just inhaled a little bit right there. Did you see that shot?
Yeah.
He did a little. Look, he's all happy, and then watch his face after he gets sprayed in the head. Sprayed, then watch. Oh, I don't like that. Actually, that tastes pretty rotten.
You get like a Schultz haircut too.
Yeah, I know. And they're both trying to hide Logan and Jake are both trying to hide the fact that they're balding by doing that hair, the bangs on the hair. I think it looks awful. I thought this was an embarrassment to the white race. Okay.
What happened to white people?
What? I thought white people just won last 2 weeks ago, and now we're losing again. I thought we won.
Well, the thing is, they have so much money. Can't they just get their hairlines like surgically fixed?
Yeah, they could go. Here's the thing that I think you're right, Mark. You can go to Turkey now and you can get a whole new piece of hair that looks great and but it takes a week to do it and like 2 weeks of recovery, and that means they couldn't produce content for 3 weeks, and that's like dying to them. That's like worse than death. So they can't just leave for a month. That would be best for them, but that's why I think, because they gotta get hair. Yeah, and this was an easy win for Jake. I mean, in terms of, I guess the white guy did win the fight, but I don't. This is not a win. Beating a 58-year-old washed up guy, beating a 58-year-old period is not a win. Sorry, doesn't matter what he used to do. Let's see. Let's wait for the drum
so
solo.
Frustrating because they could have opened. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. They could have opened what?
You could have just had him walk out to the song and like have the song be shorter. Like, start the song at a different point. It would have been better. You would have got to the ring fast.
Like, I don't know, like this thing of the, as I said, like 18 gimmicks. If he just walked out to this song, it could be kind of hard. It could be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a simple, hard, song with a hard drum part. Kind of it energizes the building. Instead, it's like, let's drive this car half a mile an hour awkwardly while we spray deodorant on each other. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. This is what's cool. But they got to get those product placements in. It's really disgusting. Like, look, we've been watching this for a minute and a half. They've gotten 30 feet down the walking. the whole walkout. The Celsius, the vlogging camera set up on the car. Did someone just throw something on the car?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, someone threw something, like a car or something on the car. They got a cooler full of Celsius. I mean, this is a joke. This was a joke. I should have turned it off when I saw this, honestly. Imagine if the car went fast. That would be funny. If it just sped down the thing at 45.
It crashed and go flying out of the fucking car.
Slammed, skidded off into the crowd.
They should have went in Jack Dawson's McLaurin.
Yeah, they should have like, oh shit, 80 hydroplane, 80, flying into the stadium crowd. Yeah, he did miss the drum solo too.
How do you mess that up?
He's late, like by a full second and a half. Starts right now, and he just started. Oh my god, he missed the big end of it. That's what happens when you're too worried about the deodorant and the pigeon and the Mexican guy driving the car. It's insane.
And the predetermined outcome.
Yeah, you have to worry about it. By the way, I totally believe that Jake Paul, I don't know, I think that both of them kind of agreed, hey, we're not going to try to hit each other too hard no matter what.
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, 2 minutes is so short,
it's so short
for a round. It was,
yeah.
Yeah. They never even they barely even landed anything.
Yeah, no, it was such an awful fight, awful time. I'm glad if you missed it, if you fell asleep, good for you guys, because this was the worst thing ever. And to see these two laughing it up, these two brothers, as they steal money in every way possible from our pockets, crypto, gambling, Pokemon cards. Yeah. It's like everything is a scam, and it's just watching this. Oh my god! I'll watch other Jake Paul fights. He knows how to throw a punch a little bit, but he did not even try this fight. This was a joke. And I was using my mom's Netflix account, so the Pauls haven't made money off of me either, but they sure try.
Well, I was hoping Tyson, I knew it was fixed, but I was hoping Tyson would be like, go against the script and try and knock him out because he's Mike Tyson, but apparently he can get bought too. I
think so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he needed the money or something, and I loved the only thing I was hoping. I was watching the very end, the last 10 seconds, which was when Jake Paul respectfully bowed to Mike Tyson. Didn't you just want him to hit him with an uppercut right there?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just no sportsmanship. Just hit the kid as hard as you can. Hope he dies. I hope the fight's over because. There's no rule that says if a guy bows, you would legally win the fight. And why not? He's Mike Tyson. People wouldn't even care. It wouldn't affect his reputation. But I was hoping he does that little dumbass bow. Like this was like an honorable match. It wasn't. Okay, you guys walked around each other for 16 minutes. It was a joke.
Scam.
It was a scam. We all got scammed. Is that a Celsius I'm drinking? No, this is a seltzer water. Now the car's speeding up a little bit. sure this will get me kicked off of YouTube for this while showing this, but
I'm curious how he makes this turn here.
that's the thing,
Oh,
they
he
don't.
doesn't.
I wanted the turn so bad.
He gets out.
And then I was like, at least Logan will be gone. No, don't worry. Logan followed him, was right on the ringside, then sprayed him with deodorant after the fight was over.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson have attracted an audience of 72,300 here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Just a shade under the record here at AT&T.
73K, and it was just a mess. And is that Joe Biden's face on the back of his jacket? What is that? You see that? What the hell is that?
Yeah, Logan. Jake Paul, good fighter. He's got a lot of people. He's a good guy.
He's a good dude.
Stadium.
Oh, it's a skull and crossbones.
Fight in 2021, but mamma mia.
Can we get a separate cam of them having to reverse the car back down the walkway? See how that happened? And everything was wrong about this from the minute it started. I'm so unhappy. You know, I watched the other fight right before this where the two women beat the shit out of each other, which I'm not a fan of either, to be honest. Women hitting each other.
People say it was a good fight. I was bored during the entire thing.
I saw literally the last round. I literally turned it on for the last round and to watch the interviews where, you know, it was pretty funny seeing the woman with the open head wound standing in front of the woman with the triple D breasts smiling. What kind of title is this? Talking about how the Pauls embarrassed us whites. Aren't you guys in? You know, it's kind of an inflammatory title, but it's so true that it was really like, if this is what, you know, if you were from a different culture and you watched, you know, Mike Tyson walk out alone with the black trunks, the black shorts, the song playing, and then you watch this from the white people, you're like, oh, the white people are the annoying people. The white people are so annoying with they got to ride it in a low rider, spraying deodorant all over the place. Really was embarrassing. For us whites. And Luke, I include you on that if you want to be included. I mean,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
but only if you want. It's no pressure.
I'd love to be.
We do, but yeah, it's like that's how I felt, isn't it? You still drink Prime? I've never had a Prime either. So that's true. The Pauls have never. The Pauls have never gotten any money off of me that I know of. They probably have somehow.
They're all right. They'd rather have a Gatorade or a Powerade, but they're not that bad.
Primes. I saw Trump chugging the Prime during the UFC fight. He was chugging Prime, no joke. So he likes it. And I did not watch the UFC fight, but I saw all the clips of Trump and having a great time in the octagon. Alphing Joe Rogan once again. It was really, really funny. I just saw the ending kick. You know, and the UFC is almost too brutal for me. I know maybe call me a soy boy or something, but it's like, it's kind of, it's entertaining. I see why it's entertaining to see a guy get kicked in the ribs at full force as hard as a guy can kick a guy. Yeah, you're a soy boy. Thank you for confirming that. But here's the thing. That just because I eat massive amounts of soy every day? Maybe, but the thing is, I don't mind seeing the guy get kicked in the... What, Mark?
Said edamame's good. We like edamame.
Edamame's good. Is that soy?
Yeah, soybeans.
Hey, if that's soy, call me a full beta cuck. I'm so into that. Yeah, no, I was, seed oils. We'll get into all this stuff. I want to talk about seed oils tonight. I love this. So, I love the guy getting kicked in the ribs at full force and like dying basically on the turf, you know, like John Jones did to that Eastern European. That was great. But then, you know what? I really don't need to see a guy then like gasping for air, dying, and then you're allowed to like hit him 8 more times in the head after that. I never understood that about the UFC. Why that's so encouraged. You know, until the ref breaks them up. Well, the guy's half dead. You know, and I'm the only one that thinks like this, but
I loses consciousness, he falls, he bangs, he loses consciousness on the guy's fist, he falls, bangs his head on the hard canvas. He's been out since the glove touched him. The guy does 8 more fucking ground and pound
to the
punches,
back of his head
like,
into the camp. I mean, hey, if you like it, good for you. But I'm just saying, it's just funny to watch. Like, it's like, okay, do I need to see like a guy go? And then I guess they don't go. Do they go as brain dead as boxers? Because boxers, who you're not allowed to punch when they're down, they also go totally. They lose all cognitive function. So maybe it doesn't even matter.
Probably, yeah, they do. Probably more so. I don't think it's like there's probably more research in boxing since boxing's been around longer.
It's been around, for 100+ years. You're right about that. It hasn't been around that long. But I also, maybe I'm also a soy boy for not enjoying when women box or women do UFC, and then I'm like, you know what? And maybe I flip back to being a conservative and a MAGA head, because I'm like, there was a nice Irish lady and a nice Puerto Rican lady. Couldn't they make up some kind of fusion meal for me instead of hitting each other? Cook up some, potatoes and plantains for me.
Potatoes and plantains for me, please.
Yeah, something to fusion, and then I could judge which one was better. But I don't know if I needed them to then bust each other's heads open.
The Puerto Rican lady got screwed in my opinion because the Irish lady kept headbutting her in the face and it didn't call for it. Like,
I saw a couple clips of that, and of course I was rooting for the Irish woman, but I also wanted the Puerto Rican woman to win so she could, Was she wearing a Kill Tony jacket? Because it did say KT on her jacket. Can we look at that?
It might be. Her name is uncancelable Katie Thomas.
Oh, that's why her initials. I was so convinced. I'm like this. I'm so obsessed with the Kill Tony universe. I was like, this is Kill Tony. But this is. But yeah, that fight was brutal. And Katie, what's her name? Katie what? Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. Yeah, the Irish woman had the KT. So I really thought that this is how crazy I am and how stupid. I was like, oh, they hired the Irish woman, Katie Taylor. Kill Tony hired her to endorse her while she beat up a Puerto Rican. I was like, that makes sense.
I put nothing past Tony at all.
Seriously. He's like, let's end the Puerto Rican race once and for all. Kill her in the ring. I want those garbage people off.
So who ended up winning that fight?
The Irish woman, Katie Taylor.
Uh-huh.
And it was brutal. I just wanted to see if they showed her face at the end. I just wanted a screenshot of this. I want to see.
She had like an open wound above her eye.
Yeah, it was brutal to watch the post-game interview. It's hard to see. I can't. There's not really a good one shot of this, is there? It was brutal though. She had an open head wound, bleeding from the head. They both had blood on them. The ref had blood on them. Hey, wait, that's Jake. Look, there's Jake. Also embarrassing us white people there. I don't know what he's up to, dressed like. This was like 5 minutes before the fight. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's how you could tell it's fixed. No real fighter would come out before.
Yeah, just to hang and be like, support the cause. Yeah, you're right. And then, see that KT that guy's wearing? I was like, I swear that's Kill Tony.
Yeah, it just needs a knife next to it.
Yeah, we need the knife. We need the dueling pistol mics. Everything
pistol
cool.
mics, yeah.
Everything cool
badass
about Kill Tony.
Pistol mics.
It's the fucking greatest fucking show. So we needed something like that. But anyway, I just want to say, if you're not white and you're watching this, we're not all like this, guys. Some of us are cool. We're low key. We're quirky. We're not all the Paul brothers. I just wanted non-white people to know that.
Dude, they know you're a quirked up white boy, Tom.
They do know that. They can see what you like. I'm not defending. No, I love. I'm just saying it's like you can't judge all one race off of one person's actions. So please don't do that if you're not white with the Pauls, because we do not support them. We are independent white people here. We support the truth. Cam Cam is accused of bringing a criminal. Cam Patterson is accused of bringing in a criminal element into the mothership. Okay. I don't know if that's real, but it sounds like it could be racist. So I'm avoiding that topic for now. Mark, you haven't heard anything about a criminal element in the mothership.
I have not yet.
With anybody, it's not Cam. It's freaking Mr. Woman choker David Lucas.
Yeah, right. Yeah, David Lucas is. I'm much more scared of David Lucas, by the way, than Cam. I'm not scared of Cam. I like Cam. Okay, here's the thing. You know what I really?
Cam's actually a nice guy. I've been with Cam.
Oh,
he'll handshake anybody, even me. Like I've shook his hand.
Even the white boy Mark.
Even me. Well, he to be fair, he doesn't shake hands. He just gives you knuckles.
Daps up.
He is
He
black
daps you
after
up.
all.
He is black.
He's never dapped me up. I'll say that. I don't know him that well.
But one day you're hoping to get a dap or maybe what's up, brother?
Maybe.
Oh, a home slice.
Hey, Jive Turkey, what are you doing around here? Something like that.
Hook Cam, please.
I'm kidding, of course. Hey, did Cam try to boss Mark around? What a question.
No, never.
No. I don't know. It was the question. I don't know. I don't know why he would.
Do I come off as inferior to Cam?
No, but I think he said, is Cam bossy? Is that a known fact? I don't know.
I don't know.
But everyone, I'm sorry. I just want to talk about one thing. The fact that
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday show.
Of course, exactly. a lot of talk.
Just majestic.
Just majestic. Absolutely. Here we go. Wait, I have this. This is so good. Oh, you know what I've gotten into, and not as a fan. I don't believe in his politics. I don't even know really what he is up to. But I've been enjoying after the election. The guy from the Young Turks, Cenk.
Oh, Cenk Uygur.
I'm becoming a fan of Cenk.
Right. So what do you
Okay, because not for anything he says or believes. I just like his personality. I like his attitude, and he's always mad. And he was on this show. You guys ever heard of this show? I know Mark has. Trigonometry.
Yes.
These are these two British blokes who are like.
Oh, is it the never mind. Right.
They're two British guys who are really into MAGA and Tony Hinchcliffe and Joe Rogan. They've been on Rogan a couple times. And they are kind of having a debate. It's sort of a debate, not even a talk, with Cenk. And I felt bad for Cenk here in the very beginning of this interview with trigonometry. I just thought I'd show this. I really only got 30 seconds into this interview, but I felt bad for Cenk, and maybe you'll know why.
You guys tell me, what should I call his obvious dictatorial tendencies?
And
his obvious over-the-top
You know
racism?
what? Actually, this is a really great question, because what I'd love for
Talking
you
about Mark.
to do is, and this is a genuine question, I'm not trying to catch you out or anything like that. I genuinely am interested. I have heard a lot of rhetoric from people.
Now, how could you give an answer with that guy staring at you like that?
I know.
That sad gargoyle on the left staring at you.
What was the claymation of is it Grumpet or something?
Wallace
like
and Gromit. He looks like
yeah, he looks like a claymation of that.
He does look like he's in the Wallace and Gromit universe right there. I could not look at this guy and be like, you want me to give a serious answer on Trump? Can we talk about the guy right there?
He doesn't
look at me.
He doesn't just look. Looks like he's made of claymation. That's nuts.
He doesn't. He looks so sad and like unhappy. And I'm like, why, guy?
About Donald Trump and the concerns.
And he just stares the whole time. I'm like, please do something
that
else.
They have about the next 4 years.
Spit my tea.
Gromit.
What?
When can we deport all these foreigners? Gromit.
Cenk Uygur, you are pro neocon.
Cenk Uygur. So I would like, this guy to explain what's going on with his look. And he is so serious. I want him to just relax, smile. He would look. The problem is he probably has tried smiling, and he looks like Wallace. from Wallace and Gromit. So he can't smile.
He's British. His teeth are probably horrendous.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he will not smile. He will not do anything but stare at Chank. Poor Chank. I mean, literally, if you were across the table from these two, could you have a conversation and be intelligent? I'd be so like freaked out by this guy. I would just say I'd have to point it out. I could not do my job without pointing it out. Why he look like that? That's what I would say. We continue.
It's like that woman that got real upset on that plane and like, that motherfucker's not real.
Yeah, he doesn't look real. That motherfucker's claymation.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's stop motion. What the hell? This is insane. Yeah, this guy, you're right. He's still in world. He's never left the war. He's remembering Dunkirk right now. This guy is having flashbacks to the siege of London. He cannot get over. This is one messed up dude. Jesus. So I just was so fascinated by this. That was really good. Other little things I wanted to mention. Speaking of politics, I was reading the you got to read this New York Times article about how Kamala Harris spent $1.5 billion on her campaign. Okay, it was insane. You know, they gave $2.5 million to Oprah Winfrey, but they also gave $2.5 million to online influencers during the campaign. My question is, where was our money, Mark?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Maybe if we recorded that song and I didn't buy a silly mask from China for no reason, maybe we could have.
Oh, you're still up on this mask purchase. It's over, Mark. I'm sorry.
What am I supposed to do with this Kamala Harris Michelle Obama mask?
It's a memorabilia piece. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
I just have to hope for the next pandemic.
Would it be funny? Would it be funny to release the song now? I mean, it kind of would be funny.
Yeah, no, let's release it during the midterm elections.
Yeah. Even though it's all Tim Walz focused. It's like, who?
Yeah.
I think if you went around the country right now, knocked on people's door and said, who was Kamala Harris's running mate in the election? I don't think most people would remember. Tim Walz.
Didn't SNL do a joke about the guy that ran with Hillary?
Yeah, Tim Kaine. We were talking about that before that SNL thing. Yeah, like no one remembers Tim Kaine. And this is another bald, white guy named Tim. So he's forgotten about already. Don't worry about that. Absolutely. Very interesting. Well, I think it's time. Now that we've sufficiently built up the episode, to finally ask Mark, hey, Mark, what happened with that girl? And we'll set it up. I'll set it up. Can I set it up for 1 second, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. It's your show.
Oh, well, I think it's our show. I think it's the world's show. But yes, I will set it up. Okay. You said last Tuesday, that you were going to go on Saturday to church. And you were going to finally ask out this girl that you've been kind of looking at, pining over, I'd say, for a little bit. And you hadn't quite asked her out yet, but we said, hey, this week, no matter what, you're going to ask her out and you're going to let us know how it goes. So take us through it. What happened?
Okay. Well, like you said, we built it up. We came to the conclusion I have to ask out this girl.
Yes.
All my other friends said the same thing. I got to ask out this girl. So then it ended up just being the talk with all my friends about this girl. And one of my friends was like, we talked about it. We talked about how it was going to happen Saturday. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to send a reminder. Like, I guess you can, I don't have the update, but I guess in your phone, you can send like a text. You can write out a text and then have it send like a certain time you want it to send.
Okay.
Have you heard this?
Timed text.
He created one and was like, hey, how'd it go asking out the girl for Saturday?
Yes.
And so it's all this talk about asking out this girl. And the pressure got to me a little bit.
Oh, my God.
And so I had to drink heavily the night before. You know, I had to get myself ready. But then I drank too much, and I slept to almost 1 the day of the big day.
Okay.
And I woke up hungover, viciously hungover.
Okay.
Had a
lot of excuses
power
being
bar- had
built
a-
up. A lot of excuses I'm hearing so far.
I had a protein bar, and I was like, oh, I want something sweet that'll make me feel better. So then I went to Culver's. I got a concrete mixer and a chicken sandwich and cheese curds. And I
Okay.
went back and I was like, this is gonna fix everything.
Sounds like you puked on the girl when you saw her from being sick.
Hell yeah, I overate. I felt like I felt even worse after that.
Okay.
I sat on the toilet, and then now it's by this time it's like 3:30, which that means going to church early to talk to her isn't happening. Like that's out the window. I have to lay down because typically I get ready at 4. So I laid down for a half hour, started getting ready at 4. Still feel kind of crappy.
Okay.
The cheese curds and the concrete mixer in my stomach.
Sure.
I
Poison.
shower. I get there at a regular time, so I can't talk to her beforehand. And as I'm walking into the church, she's walking into the church too.
Oh, beautiful.
And mass is right about to begin. And I was like, I can't do it right before mass. Like I can't get rejected right before she's about to sing.
Fair.
So then I go through the whole mass, and I typically never see her at the end of the mass. So I'm like thinking the whole time, I'm like, Tommy, I let down after tonight.
Right. Yes.
I'm gonna get that text when I get back in the car from my friend, and I have to tell him I chickened out. I felt horrible.
Okay.
So mass ends, and I notice typically she just sits where she is, and then that's it, and I leave. But I noticed she got up and left, and she left even before me, and I was like, "Who? This is a strange occurrence." And then she goes out the doors and leaves, and I'm like, "Oh, well, there we go." And but then she stops.
Oh.
So then I went up to her. And I was like, "Hey, you're out of here pretty early."
Okay. Here we go.
As a joke, and that didn't land. And yeah, and then she did it intentionally. She wanted to talk to me. She talked to a me.
To a you.
To a me.
Wow.
Who are you?
Yeah. And I forgot to turn on my phone, so I didn't have my phone to get her number.
Oh my.
But fortunately, she had her phone, so I typed in my number, and we talked a little bit, and she goes, "I look forward to," because I asked her on the date. And then I was like, "We'll work out the details. I have your number
Yes.
now." And she goes, "Okay, good. I'm looking forward to your text." So then I go home, and I stop by the grocery store. I celebrate. I get a little kombucha to feel better. 'Cause
Oh,
I have those
perfect.
cheese curds
Gut
and
health.
ice concrete mixer in my stomach. And so I go home. I text her, and then I don't hear anything for an hour from her. I was like, oh, I thought she was really looking forward to this text. And then I have this negative, very negative downspin where I'm
Sure.
like, I typed my full name into her phone, and now she can look up my name and then look up all the Kill Tony stuff, all the horrible things about me.
Right.
And I was like, I'm never going to hear from this girl ever again.
And
she texted me back. So
okay.
She
So-
texted me back. So we got a date, Tom.
Wow. I mean, I meant. So, did you? Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. And
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
oh, okay, sorry, Colin. But you asked her on the day. She said yes.
Yes.
Was she? She must be excited. When are you going out?
Friday.
My birthday.
There seems to be a lot of talk about the dessert I requested for my birthday show.
So okay. Well, that's entertaining as hell, Mark. Congratulations. So there's going to be more stories to come of this. I cannot wait what the show really needed. Right?
Well, that was very anticlimactic, but I don't know. I think, have I learned anything from this show? It's not to share.
Well, I think there's a
'cause
level
it
of
always
sharing. I think,
backfires.
there's sharing and there's oversharing. And I'll say throughout that story, we got someone said Mark's dating stories are an excellent little segment for the show. And then someone else said, this sucks so bad. So we had one of each.
Okay. Perfect.
Not bad.
Nice.
OMG, you were on Kill Tony. So you're doing a failed podcast. This is a failed podcast? Oh my God. Failed podcast. I love that. Any podcast could be a failed podcast. Can't wait to beat off to this podcast. Well, hey, I don't tell my viewers what to do, but try out the Malto. It's a new product I'm working on. We need this. We need this, actually. And do you think, are you going to bring him after tonight? I mean, this is the show. It powers the world.
Probably not, since it's backfired every time I bring it up. So no.
Wow. So we're kind of like the severely disabled brother that you don't talk about.
Yeah, like the JFK. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're like the one they keep in the attic that had a lobotomy.
Yeah.
This is how After Tonight is turning into. I love to hear that.
Tuesdays is now going to be like, I'm going to kind of like not really broach the subject, and it's going to be like kind of like, I want her to assume that I'm going to like an AA meeting or something. You know what I
I
mean?
think you should have like, she thinks you have a mysterious past that you have to deal with on Tuesday nights.
Yes.
I think that would work out. Well, yeah, I don't know. Personally, I would tell everybody. I don't know. If I were you, I don't know what I would say about this show. And thank you all for the positive comments, the comments about jacking off. Thank you guys in the chat. Thank you. But I think that I don't know. Would I mention this show? I mean, I personally, I would. I mean, Luke, would you bring up the show with the lady?
I don't think I ever get as far as to bring up the show. I don't think
You've never gotten that far with the lady.
I don't think I'd ever. I don't think I'd ever tell her my name, honestly.
Right. You get to the hey you, and then she runs away.
Hey, how's it going? I'll just never respond.
Yes, Mark?
Yeah, I should have. Putting in my full name was such a huge mistake.
No,
because I Googled my name, and then I'm like, oh God, and all this.
What happens
stuff
if you
comes
Google
up.
if you Google Mark Wellborn? Can I Google it now? What happens?
Yeah, go for it. It did.
Mark Wellborn killed Tony. Look at this. Mark
someone-
Wellborn killed Tony. Mark Wellborn obituary.
Yeah.
You died?
You died?
Yeah.
Delaware.
course.
Wow, they know everything. Mark Wellborn full set on stage on Kill Tony. Oh my God. This is kind of mean. I've seen this channel before. That's pretty mean of them to do this to you.
Yeah, come on. You need the 5 likes? You need the 5 likes to use my
make it
set?
6.
Come on.
Make it 6.
No.
And a special
No, so take
message
this-
of unsubbed.
Unsubbed.
There we go, Mike. But I will give it a like. So yeah, this guy's kind of mean because there's a lot, not that you did badly or want to hide this performance, I don't think, but there are a lot of people who have jobs and might have said something ultra controversial and stuff, but don't really get noticed. But then this jerk takes their whole name, their full Christian name, and puts it in there. And then anyone that Googles your name, you're right, could find this, right, Mark? You're right.
Well, actually, he spelled my name wrong. So, but did you
True, but
spell
if
my
you
name
Google
right?
it's the first thing that comes up. So
yeah,
that's not good.
That's not good.
Where's Tommy Afters in the results? Nowhere. Oh wait, Kill Tony Bucketful reacts to his set live. That's us.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's
Nice.
great news for her. Your girlfriend's gonna find that. Your date.
Yeah.
Look at that. Our old show.
Who said
Remember?
amazing set?
Who said amazing set?
Yeah, who?
Where's that? Mark Wellborn, amazing set on Facebook. He got 5 reactions.
My dad.
I think so. I can't. I'm not logged into Facebook, so I didn't get on there. But Mark Wellborn is next. You got into the Indian ChatGPT scammer. Like Mark Wellborn is next on Kill Tony with an I, the land of opportunity. Here he is, Mark Wellborn. It's very strange. Oh, that's the captions.
Going to Mark Wellborn, everybody. Mark Wellborn is next on.
So do you think she's already watched this?
I hope not.
Wow. Well, I think you need to. I don't know. I mean, I'm proud of After Tonight. I would tell all the ladies about it. Okay. Fair enough.
Well, it's already got me in so much trouble before, but
But you
see. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing, Tom. This date for me on Friday is a date of destiny.
Yes.
I mean, I've only interacted with this girl based on coincidence, like our paths crossing. Like the first time I talked to her we just happened to be on the same flight,
right?
And then we happened to run into each other in the terminal.
It's kismet. It was meant to happen. This whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And
well,
then I didn't. I was hungover. Wasn't going to talk to her early, but then she stayed late for the first time. She stayed late.
Wow. So you're saying this is meant to happen? I think it's going to be great. Where do you know where you're going on this date? You're figuring that out.
Oh yeah, we're going to a sushi restaurant, Tom. That's always my move. I'm always good with a pair of chopsticks. That's how I.
Really? I'm terrible. Ladies. That's good. That means you're good with your claw fingers. You can pinch and pinch and pinch a lady. She'll love it.
Yep.
I'm terrible with chopstick. I stab and then pick up like it's a kebab and eat it. And you know what? Ladies don't really seem to mind. They don't seem to notice, or they do notice, and they look past it. It's my other great attributes, which I can't think of now. I agree that also I think that. If this is a sketch, she's cool about Kotoni, but she leaves him because he got a small joke book. That is a fear.
Yeah.
Is she going to be upset at the small joke book? Were you on Kill Tony, though? This guy was. Look at him. All that charisma, all that that's what you're looking at. He was on Kill Tony. His name's Ty the Fish on Instagram. Check him out. We got freaking
this week.
We got hats. We got everything.
I saw that panel. That was a bad panel, man.
Oh, it was awful.
Dude, nobody wants to touch that show. Then it'll be different now. I bet Tim Dillon was on this week. I'm sure.
Yeah, someone big will be on now. But I'm glad it shook up Tony a little bit. Mark, did he bomb? I don't think so. No, that's no. According to, I think Mark says he bombed. I don't think he did. Jim Norton liked him. And plus, Mark is. Uncancelable! So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's how you got to go into your date. You got to imagine yourself. Mention whatever you want in your past. Don't even because you're uncancelable. Yeah. If she likes you for you, she won't mind the horrible content of this show.
Or she's a good Catholic girl and she doesn't like my morals because of what I say on this show and what I say.
Well, that's true. But how are you going to get around that eventually? I mean, you're going to hide your true self? Maybe. That's a good idea, actually.
Maybe.
That's actually, I never thought about it like that. Wait. Be a total. Yeah, that's a good idea. This is good. I read an interesting comment. Oh, I wouldn't suggest other Mark appearances on podcasts. You're talking about what's that other one?
Weekday Comics.
Weekday Comics.
Right. Talking. Yeah, can I have that scrubbed from the internet, please?
Yeah, can we scrub that? I want Mark. I want exclusive rights to Mark. First of all,
I'm very sad. Dan announced he's leaving the Weekday Comics.
No.
Yes.
Did he get a job? Why can't he work on weekdays?
I don't know.
Is that true? This was one of my top 50 favorite podcasts.
I think he's moving somewhere.
Oh, Dan, we need the scoop. Call in if you want, or just type it out. I need to know what's happening in the world of weekday comics. The show's ending. The show is over. I mean, without Dan,
over.
I mean, it might as well be...
finding a new host, a new co-host.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
Luke?
Could be me. I don't know. A DEI hire, a drop tip meeting. Who would have thought?
I think so. They do need a minority on that show bad. Bad. It's the whitest bread show I've ever seen.
You're gonna do Sick Ghouls, weekday comics, and After Tonight.
I think the frequency of Sick Ghouls, I could probably fit 10 more podcasts in my schedule. So
yeah, I think podcasts. I watch these other people. They do 8, 9, 12 podcasts a week. So you can do whatever you want.
I'm also doing King and the Sting. I'm co-hosting that too.
Oh, good for you! And the Golden Hour.
Yeah, I'm replacing Eric Griffin.
Oh my God! Well, yeah, we're just talking about local podcasts, guys. You wouldn't know any of these, but look them up: Weekday Comics, Sick Ghouls, Dad Meat, Foster Care,
Little Stinkers,
Two in the Stink, the Lovable Monsters. What else is there?
I don't even think that's a podcast.
Drag.
What?
Drag and the Deer
Mark
Tag.
said
Do Rag and the Deer Tag.
Ayo,
actually. This is the End with Ryan Shane. I mean, these are all shows that you.
Shaner, you.
Shaner. You guys will be watching all these shows. All the time, by the way. If you don't watch all of those shows that I just named, you can't really follow After Tonight. You can't understand what we're talking about. It's that dense a show. I'm just kidding. This is really the only show I think you need to watch.
I'm gonna miss Dan. I'm gonna miss Dan a lot.
He's Dan. Moving. He's leaving.
He's leaving the country?
I think he's out because Trump won.
I will leave that to his.
I know he all of a sudden he was typing in the chat all night. Now he's gone. When I need to know something, he's gone.
I would ask him. I want to give out his dirty laundry over the air, so I would ask him.
This is disgusting. Let's watch something maybe people will be interested in. Have you seen? This is actually this is good. I was watching this. Did you know they're selling? Oh, you're still in the chat.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet toy. Have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Oh, let's watch.
Enter the world of Skibbity Toilet. Introducing the Mystery Surprise Toilet. Press the button for jump scare action. Discover mystery surprises inside. Stickers, exclusive lanyards, minifigures, and more. Collect them all. The new Skibbity Toilet Mystery.
Oh, shit. If you're if your young son or daughter is entertained by the toilet head popping up, please read a book. Get them to read Hop on Pop. It's over.
Do you remember that one toy? Because we're all close to the same age, correct? Was that like it was like that skee ball toy, but it was like silver marbles. You bounce it on the bounce pad, and it goes into the skee ball thing.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name. Wasn't it called Bullseye?
It could have been called the Bullseye. Yeah, I'm not too sure. What a horrible toy that was. Even as a kid, I thought that was horrible.
I don't remember that, and I have no idea what that has to do with it. I really don't. What was that? It was skee ball that you bounce?
I saw the commercial for it. It. Reminded me, it had the same narration voice. I can segue, Tom.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to poo-poo anything. No joke with the with the toilet. But the truth is, yeah, I don't remember that toy. But yeah, most toys as a kid that you get, like looking back on it, most toys suck. Most toys that have a commercial like this are so cheap and awful.
Enter the world of Skibbity Toilet. Introduce
Bullseye Ball. I looked it up.
Bullseye Ball.
And I like this kid went from watching a Skibbity Toilet video to playing Skibbity Toilet, the physical version, on his iPad.
Introducing the.
What? I swear to God, these kids with these iPads. We got to also take away, if you have a kid and you give them an iPad, take it away now, because these kids are insane with these iPads. I went to a diner. Maybe I already told this story. I was at a diner a little while ago. If I was a comic, I would say yesterday. I was at a diner yesterday, and no joke, there's this little girl with her family, 5, 6. I'm out. You care more about dumb toilets than answering real questions. You're exactly right. You've nailed the show. Bye-bye. I appreciate you coming by. This girl, 5 years old, with breakfast in front of her, was watching, no joke, 2 separate iPads at once. One was like a TV show, one was like a yoga video. And she's watching both of these videos.
Oh my God.
It was insane. I'm like, this is if your child needs 2 iPads. I don't know. Deport. My new solution to everything is deport. Mass deportations. Deport the kid.
I'm mass transitions.
Mass transitions, mass deportations. Let's get it all done now.
Mandatory transitions.
Let's just get rid of them. Because I can't take it with these iPads and these kids, and they don't know anything. By the way, they know how to scroll, they know how to tap, and the use of ChatGPT is going to ruin everybody. I'm not even joking with this one. ChatGPT and the iPad will ruin everybody's life because everyone's going to be using ChatGPT to have any sort of conversation. It's really sick.
Right.
People I know at work use ChatGPT to write an email, right? And then they'll send the email, and then the person will receive the email, and that person will then respond to the AI email with their own AI. So
that's like scary kind of.
Right. So they're not even communicating on any sort of level. They're just, and maybe, I think it's the most insane thing. And
don't you have to put in a prompt for the AI?
Well, yeah, they do, but they'll paste the whole email and they'll be like, write a professional response to this mentioning, and that's it.
Oh.
So they'll have no thought, no brain power, and then they'll I don't know. I don't even know. I'm
Sometimes it takes me a half hour. It's probably better to do it that way because sometimes it takes me to write a half hour to write an email just because it's like I want to get the wording right without me trying to. I want to dance around like committing to something.
Right. No,
So
I know.
like try to find the right word.
That would be a good use for ChatGPT. Like have write me a completely non-committal email where I don't have to do a single thing. Because if you say the one wrong word, like when you said I will do this instead of I could, or we're thinking about going this direction instead of let's talk it out. Yeah, you just want to delay things as long as possible at work. That's true. But you got to use your brain for that one, guys out there. You do not use this ChatGPT, the skibbity toilet GPT.
So I'm confused. You just press the button and the head pops out.
That's what
like a novelty
entertains. That's what entertains a Gen Alpha these days. A toilet head, scary toilet head. Wait, this is frightening, by the way.
Right.
I've become a boomer now because I am scared by skibbity toilet. I'm frightened. Like, look at this Dutch angle.
The name makes me laugh. Skibbity toilet.
The name is funny. I was saying that, I was thinking as I saw this today, I was like, this has to have that thing from the Colbert Report or the Colbert Show where they do the Skibbity Biden. You guys remember Skibbity Biden?
Yes.
I remember Skibbity Biden.
Who could forget it?
Well, let's watch Skibbity Biden because this is what I was saying. It should say the catchphrases from the Skibbity Biden. All my favorite Skibbity Biden catchphrases. It takes a long time to copy links here, I'll tell you that. Here we go. No, okay, that was wrong. That was a totally different link. Okay, good. That was the Skibbity toilet. You son of a bitch. Tony Hinchcliffe.
You motherfucker.
You motherfucker. Here it is.
Skibbity Biden.
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden.
Remember this?
Skibbity Biden. Skibbity Biden.
Biden.
Hitler's
language.
Trump is using Hitler's language. Hitler's language. Trump is using Hitler's language.
So that's what I want. I want this toy to open up and go. Like what?
Introducing the mystery surprise toilet. Press the button for jump scare action.
And then it pops open. He goes, Trump is using Hitler's language for all the kids.
No, Joe.
Joe. And that was all great, by the way. The people at Colbert Show have been on top of things. I mean, Joe Biden. They wanted Joe Biden. They've been on top of things there at the Colbert Show. Congratulations to them for doing great.
We needed Skibbity Kamala.
Yeah, well, that would have actually sealed the deal if we had Skibbity, Kamala, and bussin' Tim Walz.
Bussin' Tim Walz.
He's bussin'. Tim Walz is bussin'. What's wrong with it? Everything.
Skibbity Toilet Mystery Surprise Toilet from Bonkers Toys.
So anyway, they actually sell these. They sell these in Walmart. They sell these at different. This is actually a real toy, not a joke.
What other products does Bonkers Toys sell? I wonder.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't really know. I think they sell. They sell the Molto. They sell Skibbity Biden. Molto? They sell.
Wow.
They actually sell this. I was looking at this. They sell this. How about this ad I got on Twitter? Auto Blow. I love the way this is phrased. This is an ad I got on Twitter. Auto Blow Ultra gives you a BJ, and you won't even feel bad when it's done. What is that implying? That I should.
I would feel
no shame.
If I had a blowjob from this thing, I would put a gun in my mouth and pull the trigger.
No, but it says you won't even feel bad when this robot. And by the way, this guy has to for the auto blow to work. This guy has to be there the whole time holding its head. So I hope you don't mind that.
Big chair.
I hope you don't mind that for it to work properly. Now, have you seen this? Like people, the steel frame. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a blowjob Wally. Really, it's on wheels.
I kind of want to see it in RoboCop.
I want to see it in action too, but I don't think this is the time. We got to look this up later.
No, absolutely not.
But this is scary.
I don't like how the mannequin head is as bald as the guy that's showing it.
I know. What did he model after himself?
That's like what I would think of.
I know. Put a wig on that. Put a weave on her.
Every
I don't
auto
want to see
blow
that.
is modeled after me.
Guys, they modeled my mouth perfectly for this. You're gonna love the suction it produces. I mean, this guy is a creep. I don't know. I see. There's actually there's different like that podcast Lemon Party. They promote the auto blow. They sell the auto blow. I think Dad Meat.
I like Lemon Party.
I like it in small doses. Yes. I like the Devin. I like Devin. Devin Costa. I like him.
I like Devin. He's my favorite one too.
Yes, he's the best one. Shout out Evan. But they promote this product, the auto blow, and then they have to do like a serious ad where they talk about it. I just couldn't do that. I'm sorry. If I ever have to advertise, there will be nothing involved with your penis or your anus. I promise.
What are you talking about? It's an advertisement right now. Get promo code AFTERS on Autoblow.com.
Yeah, use AFTERS on the website. Yeah, and I did notice Astronomist makes a good point. This emergency stop button or start. The emergency red nuclear war button.
It's like that meme where the hand is slapping that button that says nut.
Yeah, this is it. This is what you do.
Yeah, that's it.
And now why is she, I'm gonna call her she, why is she holding a pair of headphones too? Like construction grade headphones. Is it that loud? You have to wear those? The auto blow.
Is he selling the robot or the thing in his hand?
I don't know, but I think the robot is just his own creation, his own passion project. But the audible looks like that thing in his right hand. Very fascinating. But these are the kind of ads you get on, and it syncs with porn. I mean, really, is that going to really improve it for anybody? I don't understand that.
YouTube can't play when it's like closed on your phone, but we have this thing made now.
Right, but it will sync perfectly with porn.
Miss Booty.
And that is Miss Booty style.
I know what's going on my Christmas list.
The auto blow, but I want the full woman version. The full robot.
Yeah.
I want the Wally.
I want to wheel that onto the airplane.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, really. I want to see one of those guys on the tarmac toss her into the the cargo hold for later.
Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. Hey, bye, honey. I'll be back soon.
It syncs to your favorite Philly podcast episodes as well.
Seriously,
you hear Mike Lady's
exactly.
voice while you're getting a blowjob.
Right. This syncs to every episode of Dad Meat everyone ever made. You can watch. Cover in leather. Yeah, there needs to be something to. I don't know if this is a prototype, but I don't want this thing in my life as it is now.
I would hope it's a prototype.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's been used though. The way the guy's caressing its head, I feel like it has been used and loved already.
This is right at my groin level.
Right? Yeah, I'm glad he's squatting, but seriously, you can give it a kiss too. Amazing. Well, that was my little low. This was. I know that was low class, guys, but I was shocked at what Twitter serves you as an ad these days.
Because you keep clicking on this stuff, you're gonna get more.
I know I get more and more, which is great. I love it actually, but I like that you won't get a blowjob and you won't even feel bad when it's done, as if everyone knows you're gonna feel like shit as soon as it's over and disgusted with yourself.
And soon you're gonna get an ad for that same thing, but the robot's gonna give the ad, and that guy's gonna be stuck to the fucking metal.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. You won't even feel bad when it's done. I know that like it should really when it's over, like the robot should start giving you the suicide hotline number. Being like, okay, I know this was a low point in your life, but you can get help. You can get better. The auto blow. And it is a big. I mean, yeah, the robot's big. Even the product itself. Does the blowing machine need to be that the size of a bigger than a Nintendo Wii? I don't know.
Auto like blow when you're finished, it actually blows your brains out for you.
Yeah, right. She holds up a gun. Yeah. It's time. You've done enough. You just need the head. I don't know. You seem to need. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess you can call her in. She'll come in. Click the link, guys. I'll click the link and see what it looks like, but not on the. You guys, okay? I'm making sure it's not on the screen. Let's see what happens. See, I can't believe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm too nervous. I'm too nervous. I can't show that. Okay. Well, go to the site if you want, but I don't recommend it.
Use code after tonight at checkout.
Yeah, use after tonight. See what happens. We also have this. I've talked about this guy once or twice, but most people have seen him online and have an opinion on him. This is from a week ago now, but Nick Fuentes. So Nick?
I saw this.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes is like the original. If I had gone a little differently, a few years ago, and done a show like this, who knows? I could have been Nick Fuentes, but here he is. He's the far right, alt right influencer, and I guess he got doxxed recently. So some woman showed up to his house, and she's like a 50-plus-year-old woman. That's important to know. Okay, and she just rings. All she does is ring the doorbell. Let's see how Nick reacts.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here!
Now this is a great found footage movie right here. He picks up look at that shot. Oh my god. He's you should see this woman. She's like a 55-year-old granny. He pepper sprays her immediately upon opening the door, kicks her allegedly, and takes her phone. Now I wouldn't want to get doxxed either. I wouldn't want any of this, but I found that the instant pepper spray was pretty funny. Nothing but her doorbell ring.
Hi.
Oh, hi. That's all she got out. Pretty fascinating. I think that, and then you see this horror shot. Why is this house so dark? Watch this.
What?
You live like this, Nick Fuentes? You live in the dark.
Wait, so if Nick Fuentes ended with the phone, how did this get released?
He gave it back. I think the cops came and he gave it back to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cops come for this because he did pepper spray. I guess he's not in trouble, but Kind of a found footage horror movie there. I thought it pretty interesting. Hey, but that's why you don't. That's why I'm afraid to go to the sick ghouls apartment. I don't want to get pepper spray when I come in.
We don't have pepper spray.
Oh, okay, good to know. I'll be right over.
We have the auto blow. We don't have pepper spray.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised Nick Fuentes. He lives in a pretty public area. I mean, I feel like he should have. I don't know what happened to him, but should he have made enough money to have a little more privacy? I mean, and he's so infamous. I would want a gated community if I was him.
Oh.
Where does he live? In New York?
I think it's in Illinois somewhere. Illinois.
Oh, really?
Just I don't know if he lives with his parents or what, but he's been famous now for 6 years, 7 years. I mean, he should make some money and move out. Because I don't know what he's doing in this shitty house that's all dark and it looks really old. And I don't know what. I'm like, dude, you've been famous for years. Get a house, get a lock. I don't know about that. I just found that very interesting, actually. All right, now let's go back to you guys love the Kill Tony content, but I'm over Kill Tony. Let's go back to India's Got Latent.
What a complete fucking butler.
Again, a bigger pop than I've ever seen in Kill Tony. I mean, this show is live. This show's electric.
You don't remember when Heath Cortez got his golden ticket. Don't say that, Tom.
That's right. Well, you're right, but this is also a 21-year-old man. So that's why they're going nuts.
Breakup wala depression. Actually, I am. What is breakup wala depression? Actually, depression happens when your sleep breaks and your kid wakes in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and the kid wants to eat, poop or play at any order. And there is this Kumbhakaran sleeping. Karate maar raha hai. That is when the Bihari in me wakes up.
Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, she did it. Man.
Is that a gun?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God, it is.
Oh, wow.
Wait, this Tan Ma Bat, she's about to be... Oh, my God.
Oh,
now this one already...
You should screenshot that
this
and
is,
make that bio.
This is already more edgy than Kill Tony, by the way. If someone pulled out a gun, it would be over. Wait a second.
Actually kill somebody.
This is getting insane. I did not expect this. Let's watch what happens. This nice lady just pulled a gun.
There is this Kumbhakaran sleeping. Karate maar raha hai. That is when
Look
the
at security guard
Bihari in
there,
me
too.
wakes up.
Oh, shit.
Eh ji. Uthiega.
Oh, shit. She did not just say "uyega" to that person.
नहीं उठ जाइए नहीं तो हमेशा हमेशा के लिए सुला
Pull the
देंगे
trigger. Pull the trigger.
Threaten to kill yourself.
If you don't vote, if you don't give me a golden ticket, I'm ending it. Do it now. Again, that was that right now. She aimed it at the crowd. She panned around. That was edgier than anything I've ever seen on Kill Tony right there. Funnier and edgier.
What did those bodyguards do?
Yeah, they didn't care at all. They had no
they
fear.
Didn't even bat an eye.
They're badass, man. Standing, I mean, this is crazy. Shane Gillis wishes he could get a pop like this.
क्या बात है भाई आपने शुरू किया लगा एकदम फीका suddenly got so spicy just like the walks talk everybody.
He took the words right out of my mouth with that one. That's what I was thinking. And they're eating. They're also doing a promo for this shitty ramen. Interesting.
That's what I walk talk.
This show is good.
Noodles best यार.
उसकी performance भी अच्छी थी. एक बार
Also,
जोरदार तालियां.
I just noticed one of the judge with the goatee.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any hair under his nose.
Oh, let's watch.
Is the goatee stopped?
बहुत ही सही यार बंटी जी.
Oh yeah, look at that look. That is like an old. That's
Yeah.
like an Arabian prince or something. Old school.
Yes, yes.
I love that.
I think
What, Luke?
keep going.
Well, I just think. I mean, this is like. This is a bet. By the way, this is a better panel than Kill Tony's had in at least 2 weeks. This is a better panel.
Ian Bag's not on India's Got Talent.
No, soon I think he might have to, but right now he's not. And Tyler Fisher, luckily, did not show up to this, so this is pretty much a perfect show compared to.
कब से कर रहे हैं आप ये?
Kill Tony.
तो मैंने एक्चुअली बहुत लंबा ब्रेक लिया आफ्टर प्रेगनेंसी बच्चा एंड ऑल बट वेरी ऑनेस्टली समय आपका शो देखा था 6 सितंबर एंड देन आई थॉट दैट आई शुड रीस्टार्ट तो तब मैंने लिखा एंड
Wow. He literally just asked, how long have you been doing stand-up? Just like Kill Tony. That was a literal... That was amazing.
How long have you been pulling guns on stage?
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
What a move. I think this was, again, that was the funniest bit I've seen on India's Got Latent ever. The gun pull.
What are the gun laws in India? I'm actually very
I was
curious.
wondering
Are you
that.
allowed
Like,
to have
maybe
guns?
I think maybe no one was scared because they're not even allowed to have a gun, so they knew it was fake. You know?
They knew it was a prop. Yeah.
Like, there's no way you're allowed to have a gun in India. It would be chaos, wouldn't it?
Good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, oh wait, I'm supposed to be going liberal here. They should do that in America too. No more guns.
Yeah.
I'm sick
You
of
should be
this.
able to pull a gun on Kill Tony, and everybody knows.
Everyone knows
fake.
it's a joke because I am sick of and get rid of that logo, Kill Tony, with the guns. That is so edgy
Offensive.
and triggering to me, and not in a gun pun way. Just it's triggering to me as a gun safety advocate. Thank you.
So you just recently you got the
Okay.
motivation.
yes
What?
India does allow firearm possession
Let's move to India. Let's start a new show in India.
with. They say with approximately 5 civilian firearms per 100 people. So 5% of people have a gun.
We should do India's Got Afters.
Yes.
Do our own.
We don't understand a lick of what they're saying.
No, we don't.
Based on how they act out all their jokes.
Yeah, if you do good enough act outs, you get a regular spot. Because I don't know what you're saying. This is funny. India's Got Latent. Let's watch more.
Fuck, I hope
She's been on the show for 45 minutes. They've been interviewing this woman. I want to see this next guy.
Alright. Up next we have Rahul Singh. Make some noise for Rahul Singh, everyone.
Rahul Singh. He's a murderer. He murders.
हेलो बच्चों क्या हालचाल क्यों नहीं हो रही पढ़ाई
Funny.
पढ़ाई होगी कैसे यार तुम क्लासरूम से या तो क्लब में रहते हो किस किस को क्लबिंग जाना पसंद है यहाँ पे जोर से आवाज करो जनरली सिर्फ लड़कियां ही आवाज करती हैं क्योंकि उनको एंट्री मिलती है ना हमें तो नहीं मिलती यार कभी पर मुझे भी क्लबिंग जाना बहुत पसंद है बट प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि मेरी हाइट छोटी है लाइक मैं लड़की को दारू पी
This is the Bill Hicks of India. He is speaking truth to power right now. This show has it all. This show has it all. Why would you watch Kill Tony when India's Got Latent is on?
And will the closed captions?
Yeah, are there? Yeah, right. Are there like? What is that?
Oh, no.
Am I getting hacked? What was that? My computer's. It's got a bug in it, guys. I'm sorry. We got to shut down. I got to restart my computer. I don't know what this little. I've never seen those symbols in my.
लाऊं हंसाऊं नचाऊं एक लंबा लड़का क्लब में आ जाए यार बंदी ले जाता है यार वो
Or is it in? Can I translate it to English? I mean, what are we doing
Yoda
here?
in India.
Auto translate.
Auto translate.
I don't want to speak Bhojpuri. No, I want to speak English. Son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right. By the way, you're astronomist. You're right. Let's pull a grenade out. Pull a bazooka out. Do something cool for the. I'm sick of just talking. I need to have weapons on this show. I need to be killing them.
आपने देखा मैं उस लड़की के लिए
Girl, there is. I'll read this. Girl, I'm for that.
There is no recovering from this.
Oh, he's bombing, I guess.
आपको पता है मैं उस लंड के लिए क्या क्या करता ऐसा बोला उसने
All I know after
लंबा लड़का
tonight,
देख के
seeing
ये
the tall
फिसल गया।
boy hit Slipped. Why is it not possible to get? Oh shit! Now that it's translated, now I'm laughing. Now I get it. The tall boy jokes are killing it.
Sorry. Uska time extend karna.
So you say you want to go back to the girl's gun bit and see what she was actually saying? I agree with that. Where's her gun?
I think I want to bet she's talking about her kids waking her up.
Yeah, she's doing some like bit about family. I know that. That's all I know. Let's hear.
Yeah.
Yes, sleeping, snoring.
Is this Kumbhakaran
The kids
sleeping?
want to. Well, this is what I heard her say. By the way, did she say like the? Listen to this. And this is not a racist thing because I don't make hack racist joke about Indians. I try not to, like everybody else on planet Earth right now. But she does say the kids eat poop. Okay, she really does say that. Let's watch.
Breaks and your kid wakes in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and the kid wants to eat, poop, or play at.
Eat poop or play. That's what I.
She did say eat poop.
Yeah, it does say eat. It should say eat poop or play, but I don't think her English is that
eat
great.
comma poop. Right.
Eat poop or play.
Right. Eat or poop or play. But she says it too fast, and it does say kids want to eat poop. Eat the poo poo.
In the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and the kid wants to eat, poop, or play at any order. And there is this Kumbhakaran sleeping.
Kumbhakaran.
Karate maar raha hai.
Snoring.
That's
when
the Bihari in me wakes up.
Bihari in me wakes up. Oh shit.
Eh ji.
Praise Allah.
Uthiega.
Utiega. See what she says. No, get up. Otherwise, we will put you to sleep forever. They're pretty good. Pretty edgy.
Nice.
Honestly, funnier than anything I saw in Kill Tony yesterday. Seriously.
When did she talk about choking her girlfriend in the shower because she threatened to cheat on her?
When does she when does she
uncancelable?
When does she say someone looks like they just walked out a booty hole or something?
Ronnie, you're so gay the way you popped that booty hole. Oh my god.
Oh my god. You son of a bitch. You bloody bastard.
Indian air Mati. Oh my god, dude. I've been in America. So many women, dude. So crazy.
Dude. I've DM'd thousands of women, dude.
I feel like I'm a gigolo, dude. So crazy.
Yeah. Our Indian art. So anyway, I'm saying we need our own cast of Indian superstars here to replace Kiltony because I'm sick of this. This woman's a star. The rest are stars. So let's do that. Oh wait, guys, we've officially been live for 3 hours. You know what that means.
3 fucking hours live doing this. Disgusting pigs like you. I'm sick of you.
Thank you, Vitali. By the way, Vitali's still banned, I guess. So we're not had any updates, no new streams. So Vitali really did get in big trouble. I'm surprised on Kick you can get in such trouble for just making a pred under duress. Do the Hail Hitler salute? I didn't know that was wrong. FoozyTube is losing. Yeah, I don't know. FoozyTube scares me. I don't really watch FoozyTube a lot, but he's a nut. He's a nut. I gotta watch.
When he's not crazy, he's actually kind of funny. I think.
He is funny. He is like got a natural comedic ability to him for sure.
When he's crazy, he's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it's like scary. Yeah, I don't want to mess with Foozy. By the way, I don't even want like Foozy. Foozy seems like a guy that like searches his name every minute when he goes into a manic state, and then he'll send you a death threat. That's the kind of guy Foozy seems like to me.
It's so crazy to see that YouTubers when I was 16, how they are now. It's just
yes.
It's such a fucking... they do a complete 180.
90% of the time, it's like the saddest or most worst outcome you can imagine. Because, yeah, FoozyTube was on forever.
I remember Vitali doing those fake kissing pranks?
Yeah, Vitali was like on Venice Beach. Yeah, pretending to kiss. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's sitting Preds in the back of the head with fucking pumpkins now.
Yeah, it totally flipped. Yeah, there's so many guys. Like I remember I used to watch when I was into Modern Warfare 2, there used to be this guy called Only Use Me Blade. Remember him?
Oh my God, he's a fucking degenerate.
Yeah, he was like, he would only use his knife in Modern Warfare 2, and he got super popular with these videos of just commentary knifing people because the knife was so overpowered. And then he turned into, now he's like, I think he's still doing it, but he's like a degenerate live streamer who lives in a van, who, you know, does all these crimes against people. I mean, it's really sick. But you get into this thing where I guess you get famous and then you have no other skills but producing content. So when people stop being interested, you're screwed. You know?
100%.
You get fired. Basically, you get fired from YouTube. You get banned. You have no other skills if you've been a YouTuber for 7 years straight, your entire life. Like, you're out. So that's why Mark, you always need to have a day job, Mark, just in case. Of course. Hey, what is that swimming? Is that a swimming jacket you're wearing?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
Didn't Joe Rogan say to quit your day job if you do comedy?
Oh, wait, I forgot. Shit. You're supposed
that's why
to
I don't do comedy anymore.
You're supposed to leave your family, quit your job, and just grind all day. Good talk, exactly. Yes. Now, as we wrap up on this amazing, I've had such a fun time. India's Got Latent really has brought something out of me. I'm very excited for the next episode. By the way, again, what do I have to tell you? This came out 3 days ago. 15 million views on India's Got Latent.
Oh my God.
15 million views. This guy's hitting 5 million subscribers right now. Bigger than Kill Tony. So, Mark, you should be trying to get on this show, Mark. Forget Kill Tony.
Yeah, where is this recorded from?
Oh,
Dallas,
this
Texas?
is yeah, I think this is at the Sunset Strip Comedy Club. No, this is who knows. But this is somewhere deep in India. I don't know. India is someplace I'm afraid to visit. I'll tell you that. Afraid. I watch the videos of tourists going to India on YouTube all the time. That's like my guilty pleasure. I watch guys go to India and vlog about it, and they always hate it. It's always so fascinating to me.
What do they hate about it?
It's amazing. They get there and they get they leave the airport, and as soon as you leave the airport and get to whatever city you're going to, you get off a taxi, you get off a bus, and if you're a white person or not an Indian, there's 30 Indian guys trying to get you to ride in their cab. Like, they harass you. Get in my cab,
Right.
come to my hotel, eat at my restaurant. Like, they need the money, so they just harass people. They'll follow, like, I saw this one video, the guy gets offered a taxi. He's like, no, I'm going to walk. No, I'm going to walk. And the guy follows him for the next 25 minutes. Just silently following him.
If you're a white woman, that's like a death sentence.
Oh, yeah. I did see one recently where this white woman, she went to India by herself. Okay, don't do that, by the way, white women out there. She goes and she literally, she said she got to her hotel, and like she already had a parade of men following her. She got into her room. She didn't leave her room for the next 3 days. There were like men knocking on her door nonstop trying to get her to come out.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
and the staff was like trying to get her to come. It was like this really creepy thing. And she's like a horror movie. She's stuck in this hotel room. She's afraid to leave. The staff isn't helping her get rid of anybody. It's really bizarre. And the amount of scams they try to pull with the hotel rooms. I mean, everything's, they know that if there's a white person there, they're a sucker. So there's no white women watching. I don't know about that. What about,
My date will eventually watch this.
your date? Yeah, she might watch the VOD of this. So let's tell her, don't visit India, Mark's date. Now, I'm not going to have you reveal it, Mark. I'm going to. Now, first of all, you blame the show for your last relationship, but I mean, take some personal responsibility. It wasn't all the show.
No, yeah. Obviously, it's a cope, as the kids say.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. I'll take that. You can put that blame on me. Is that Akon?
Yes.
Vitali. You can pretend I'm an 16-year-old boy. You can put that pred on me.
Blame on me.
You can
Oh, Speaking of Preds, is it a problem I don't know this girl's age?
Oh my God! Wait a second,
I
Mark.
actually, I don't know her
Mark.
age.
Mark.
Well, how am I? What am I supposed to ask that? It's
Well,
such an
I mean,
awkward
I
question.
assume you can't assume anything anymore. I mean, you're going to a sushi restaurant. I mean, she could think it's like a mentor-mentee thing.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding, of course.
I
But
said date specifically.
this would spice up the show if it turned out she's 15 and you find out on the date.
Well, I was talking to my friends. They asked how old she was, and I was like, "Oh, I actually don't know." And then they started being like, "Oh, dude, you're dating a 16-year-old." But my first move is going to ask, if they want something to drink,
That's smart.
like a wine or something.
And then, so does she look young? Does she look like she could be under 21?
I mean, she's young. No, I don't think she's under 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of shows, YouTubers get taken down this way, Mark. We do not need to go down this road.
Yeah, this could be bad.
If you see her
There's
wearing
if
if
I
you get to
Callie,
let me just say, if you get to this date and she's wearing a steak hat, run, because that's a sponsored stream, Mark.
You see a giant fat guy in a sumo outfit, get the hell out of there.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
I see Little Pump.
Yeah, if you see Lil Pump, if you see any washed up rapper from 2012, get out of there. If you see Trinidad
it's
James,
Macklemore.
it's Trinidad James. Oh hey, oh no, run. Is there willing to? I like how you were a little stupid and a little racist. Okay.
Oh, me?
Nice.
One of us. Well, put that all together, and you have a pretty good combo. You have one that sounds like a combo for 99% of the successful podcasts on Earth. I don't consider myself either of those things, but you do what you need to do. I think that we got to get down to this, Mark. Please run away from Italy or anybody. Don't just hang out and let them shave your head, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
But what if it's good content? I'll be like, hey, guess what? I got a story for
Yeah, I got a good one for you guys.
And I don't even have to be on screen.
You have
I'll
a
just send you the
swastika
link.
tattooed on your forehead. You're like, I've got a great story that happened this weekend. I got pred hunted.
Remember when I said this was the date of destiny?
This is really all coming to a head. I don't think I trust your judgment, Mark. If she looks over, over 21, I trust that. And even, I don't know. You could be our next attorney general with that attitude. That's good.
Attorney genital?
Wow. Was that a pun or did you just mishear me? Because that was pretty good.
I thought I misheard you.
Okay. We are a little stupid, actually. No. It was a little political humor for everyone out there. Matt Gaetz. I'm sorry, but the Trump world, as charismatic as Trump might be, or as much as all the podcasters want to try to convince me, that guy Matt Gaetz, I'm not going to side with Matt Gaetz. I'm sorry. That guy is creepy looking.
No. He looks like a crook.
He looks like
Matt Pizza Gates.
Matt Pizza Gates. That's pretty good. Wait a second. Because he really looks like a creep. I don't like to just say that, but he's gotten so much work done to his face to stretch his face out. He looks like a lizard person, man. He is a weird looking guy.
He does some good work though. He's trying to do. He's giving Congress shit about the Hunter Biden laptop. That was pretty cool.
I
don't know much about him though.
This is not. I don't know much about what he does. I just heard a couple of the rumors, and I know that what he looks like. That's enough for me, honestly, as an uninformed citizen.
That's fair.
He could be. Honestly, no great guy looks exactly like he does. And I mean, the hair. The skin that he's peeled. I mean, he has got that thing stretched back as far as possible. He's got so much work.
Though, he's no crumb. He's white trash, my friend.
He's white trash. Yeah. He's not white trash. He's crumb. Wait, you want him to be crumb?
Well,
I don't think he's crumb.
No, being a crumb is good, apparently.
Being a crumb is great.
Yeah.
Well, we love crumbs out there. Again, you also have to watch all the archives of the Crumb Show to understand Afternet. I forgot about that. Check that out on YouTube. The archives. The show's over as far as I know. Now, Dan did text me about some personal info about his move. I don't really want to dox him, but he's moving to 138 Woodcrest Lane. No, I'm just kidding. But he is moving. I'm going to travel with my girlfriend, then move to a city that has a real comedy scene. How about that?
Hey, I'll see you in Austin.
I'll see you in New Delhi, where they do
a real comedy scene. What about Philadelphia?
Yeah, what's wrong with Honeybrook? Almost Soul Joe's comedy place. I'm
on Honeybrook the 29th.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll certainly we'll tune in. And you have the big show. Everyone, Luke, want to promote this Saturday? Huge show.
November 23rd at Khyber Pass Pub with Jim Gillespie and Rob Stant.
Whoa!
And Brandon Dunbar and Shanna Horton. One of these
That's a
things is
meeting.
not like the other.
That is a meeting of several podcasts, several minds. I cannot wait to see what happens. You'll have to let us in on that.
I wish Dunbar would start a podcast. I wish he would start a podcast.
He'd be great. I wish he would just call into here once in a while. He needs someone to yell at. Dunbar needs someone to yell at. So I don't know, maybe you could do it alone, but I don't think so. We want Dunbar on here. I'm just going to text Dunbar, tell him to call in next time. We need to show the people what he's up to. But there it is. Hey guys, I'm just going to say, if you liked it, if you liked the show, if you enjoyed it, Mark, finish the rest, Mark.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I don't know what happened to that sound effect, but it used to be pretty good. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do I still have it? Subscribe. Sub. No.
Unsubbing.
That's not it. I don't know. Unsubbing now. No, don't. And no one post unsubbing in my comment section just because I told you how to do it. The funny trick to put unsub in the comments. I'm not subbed. Well, that's okay. Seth MacFarlane got Bell's palsy. That's a new one. You guys that was more creative than normal. Thank you. See, I am unoffended. I'm like trigonometry. I can't be offended.
And you're staring at my claymation face the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm claymation. I'm half claymation, half man.
The only trigger thing I support is Triggered Radio. Me and Mark are Triggered Radio alumnus.
Triggered Radio. There's a lot of good triggered things. But thank you so much for watching the show. Hey, if you liked it, follow us. Where the hell did I go? I'm Redneck from Alabama. F you, lib cuck. Damn it. I can't. Some of these commenters, I just can't get over on them. They're too good. All bullshit propagandists. People, honestly, Mark, you say one thing as a joke, as you're liberal, people really think I'm a dirty lib now.
Should I go get my mask?
Yeah, get the Kamala mask just to really piss everyone off. Get it, and we'll end the show. I like shitting on the Pauls. Yeah, I enjoyed this show. We had a lot of fun with a lot of different things.
What did you guys talk about before I got on?
Oh, you got to rewatch this show. We did it all. Kill Tony. We did.
I hate when I miss a Kill Tony talk.
We missed that. God, what else did we do? There's so much. I can't really say. Mark, are you there? Oh my God, what a lib cuck. Look at him. He's got the Kamala Michelle Obama mask. This guy is a beta boy. I can't believe it. Hey, let's all agree on one thing. Let's deport Mark. Can we all go to bed happy with that thought?
Bring him back to Delaware, folks.
Deport him back to Delaware, that lib state.
I'm going to transition before I come back.
That's
you won't even recognize me.
We want you a full woman when you get back. I think that would be really good. Well, hey guys, if you liked the show, if you hated it, true betas, thank you. Like and subscribe. If you hated it, just watch something else, man. There's plenty to check out. And Luke, thanks for calling in. Luke,
Hey,
my
thanks for
beta
having
brother.
me. Take care, guys.
See ya.
We're beta bros. Take
Beta
care,
bros.
Mark. Take care, Tom.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
And it's quite annoying when people, I like people watching the show or watching it, but you gotta I don't know. Am I misrepresenting figure it out a little bit over here, guys? Figure out what's going on. This is for all for laughs. I don't even want to explain it. But Mark, I'm sorry for the hard comments about us tonight. That's the price of fame, actually, getting more hate comments. And I'm ready. I don't know if you are.
Yeah, I didn't even read half of them, so I kind of missed half of them. And trust me, I got my Kill Tony. You put up my Kill Tony where it's just me, and people could put whatever they want on there. So feel free to add to that.
Yeah, add whatever you guys want. And well, Mark, good luck on this date. I'll probably text you before that, but good luck.
Yeah, I probably need a haircut, don't you think?
Let me see. Well, you need that you need to keep that mask, first of all.
Yeah, I got to be safe.
It's a freaking pandemic out there, Mark.
Yeah.
That would be my opening line to her. No mask?
No mask, really?
Are you
we know
serious?
each other that well already?
Okay, well, strike one. That's how I would start the date. And your mask doesn't have a beautiful black queen on it? Strike two.
Strike two.
Yeah. Well, Mark, good luck. Let's see. I'm excited to see what you mentioned. What happens? Do you bring up after tonight? Do you keep it on the low? Let's find out.
Yeah. And, I don't even want to mention do comedy, but I feel like I have to.
Yeah, it'll come up. It always comes up.
Yeah.
Well, good night, Mark. We'll see you later. What a fun show. See you later.
Good night, Tom.
Peace out. Thank you guys for watching. 300,000,010 watching. Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for watching this show. I had a great time. I love you guys being crazy in the comments, absolutely wild. But watch a little bit more of the show. Maybe you'll figure it out. I'm not going to explain the premise of this after tonight to you, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, thank you, Ted, Astronomers, everybody out there that hate us. You all make my world go round. We're going to end it with a little music to get your thing going. What do you mean watch more of the show? Go back. Watch my archives. Watch Mark on Kill Tony. Get a vibe. Or just watch the black screen when I go away. Thank you so much for watching. This is Marvin Gaye with one of an underrated Marvin Gaye track, by the way. Is That Enough? About his divorce. You're going to like this one, I'm telling you. Check it out. After Tonight is out of here on a beautiful Tuesday night. And we'll come back next Tuesday. We'll be back. You can hate us, you can love us, but you better subscribe. I mean, seriously, just waiting for the track to come in. It's 2024, and you're not watching After Tonight. What happened? Bye-bye. Marvin Gaye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Enjoy yourselves. New video coming out soon. And a new show before you know it. Good night. Oh, shit. You know what? I accidentally closed the tab. Play something else. Oh, this will get you guys excited. Sorry. I closed the tab. What a boomer. Throwback track, everybody. Throwback.
We get lifted, we get light, we get weightless, we set light. We get lifted, we get light, we get weightless, we set light. Sunday to Saturday, we fighting battles. every time, let us speak through the speakers.
Just addressing the haters in the comments. I closed the whole browser, not just the tab, so it was gonna take too long. Restore session, I know about that. This song's better.
Like I'm old school skater, Tony Hawk, not tripping while I'm drifting to the top. A lot of dudes say they fly, but we be more like the sky. You can watch us blowing up like it's the 4th of July. We make music all day, every day. It's just how we survive. I cannot work 9 to 5. Believe me, dude, I have tried. After one day I get fried, give me 2, I get 5. Some people call it a curse.